What's up, everybody? It's NiceGuyAndy podcast. You know what we do. We talk to wrestlers. We talk to rappers. We talk to musicians. We talk to anybody that wants to come and talk to us. You know how we do it. So I got my co-host here with me, Superfly Johnny Lee.
What's up, what's up?
We got Sean in the corner again.
Hey guys.
Man, Sean's been bad. He's been in the corner a lot. We got 13Five in here.
Peace.
And we got Anonimuss Rose.
Peace and love.
Oh, guys, I've been like we were talking, man. We were talking about how we met.
Yeah.
When we first got in here, and I just ran across you on Facebook, I guess, and I found you very interesting. And you said you said it wasn't your religion, but what would you call like the nations of nation of culture?
Culture. Some people call it the Nation of Gods and Nerds.
Yeah.
Some people call the 5% Nation.
Yeah.
I personally would say Allah's 5% Nation, commonly referred to as the Nation of Gods and Nerds.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, can you turn that fan off?
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So
or you can turn it down a little bit because it's a little loud. So how did you get into that yourself?
It's funny. I was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
Me and my mans, we had a little duo rap group, and it was called the Young Gods. But we ain't had knowledge of self yet.
Yeah.
It was called the Young Gods, and the Gods was like an acronym. I forget what it stands for now, so long ago.
Yeah.
But the Gods is an acronym. But the brother who ended up giving me knowledge of self, his name was Jahaz Eternal Allah, commonly known as Vegas Posada of Iron Mike Sharp.
Okay.
Right. So he's sitting across from me, and he sees the paper, and he says, "A young gods, huh?" He said, "Yo, so you the god? What's today's mathematics?" I said, "Bro, I don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, okay," and left it at that.
Yeah.
Fast forward, he meets my mans, and basically they have like a similar encounter. But with him, he's like, "Nah, you come to my house." So I was with him. So we came to his house together, and long story short, that's how I got knowledge.
What did you think? Like when he asked you to come over, you're like, he's got some secret knowledge, and you know, like
he asked me. He asked my man.
Yeah.
I happened to be with my man that day.
Yeah.
So I went with him. So when I went over there, I'm playing video games with his brother. I ain't paying him no mind.
Yeah.
I overhear the conversation though. And
Yeah.
he's talking about the black man is God, black woman deserve, toe square mileage of this and supreme science. I'm like, yo, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
I put the controller down and I go listen to the conversation and here I am.
So there's the 120 lessons, and there's Supreme Alphabet, Supreme Mathematics, and what else could you tell me?
That would be the foundating principles or the doctrine, if you will.
Yeah.
120 lessons is like supreme wisdom to Muslims, but we use supreme mathematics, supreme alphabet to unlock what's inside of the lessons. Because the lessons is just the lessons. It's just words on paper if you don't actually.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
So you take the mathematics with the alphabet and you translate it.
Make it make sense.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So there's some secret codes in there, kind of.
I wouldn't call it secret codes, but I would call it underlying messages.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's meaning there.
Yeah.
If you can make it make sense. Because what you might find in it, I might not see it. Yeah. But that's the beauty of understanding. So he's like, we teach knowledge and wisdom, right?
Yeah.
But understanding is yours. I can't give you understanding. I can give you knowledge.
Yeah.
I can give you wisdom, but I can't give you understanding.
So the 10 principles, you want to go over that?
What 10 principles?
Like knowledge. So like, what is it? Understanding, knowledge, understanding.
You talking the mathematics?
Yeah.
Supreme mathematics is basically a numerical, or what they would call numerology, but a higher form of coding in numbers. So every number has a value applied to it, right? So 1 is knowledge, 2 is wisdom, 3 is understanding, 4 is culture, freedom when 40 or more, 5 is power, 6 is equality, 7 is the law of God, 8 is build or destroy, 9 is born, and 0 is cipher. That's supreme mathematics.
That's cool shit, man.
That's supreme mathematics.
Yeah,
and then every letter has a value as
well. So that's the supreme mathematics.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Do you have knowledge of self too?
Yes, sir. I do.
Okay, cool. When did you get that?
I got knowledge of self when I was 26 years old.
Okay. You probably ain't much older than that now.
I'm 29.
Okay. Okay. So 3 years.
So I'm coming up on 3 years of having knowledge.
Yeah.
So it's been a heck of a ride. I will say that.
But you've had knowledge of music for a long time.
Oh, definitely. As far as deep down into my childhood.
Yeah.
You know, like I've been doing music since I was 3.
Are you from Lexington too?
Born and raised.
Okay, cool.
Born and raised.
Yeah, me too.
I've not lived anywhere else.
Yeah. And you're from Detroit, right?
Nah, see.
No? No?
See?
Nah.
See?
No?
It's a common misconception. I'm born and raised here.
In Lexington?
Yeah, born and raised in Kentucky Central Baptist Hospital, man.
Okay,
you know
okay.
What I mean? You know what I mean? Before Baptist Health, Central Baptist now.
Yeah, Central Baptist, exactly. Exactly. I remember that.
Nah, I moved to Michigan in 20.
So you did live in Detroit?
Yeah, 2001.
Okay.
I moved to Flint, Michigan.
Okay.
It wasn't
Where the water's bad.
Yeah, still it was
Still
bad
shitty.
then.
It's still
It was
shitty.
bad in 2001. Y'all found out in 2014.
Yeah.
It was bad in 2001. Then I moved to Detroit in 03. So I've been in Michigan basically for the last like 19 years.
Yeah.
And I came back here in 2020. 20, yeah.
2020?
I came back in 2020.
Is that when y'all met?
Well, we met in 2018.
We met in 2018.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was still going back and forth handling business between. I had like clients here and there, so I was going back and forth handling business, and then we met in the studio.
So did your career like spark off when you met him, or did you have a music career before that?
Well, I've been doing music for 10 years now.
Yeah.
When I was 19 and young, trying to find my way in music,
Yes.
I called myself being serious about it. But it wasn't until I asked him at the end of 2019 to just, because he was chewing me out. I was about to take his trip to Miami, and it was going to be free, no incentives. I was going to perform and not get nothing back. And he was like, yo, the money that you're about to spend, I can put you on a show. And you actually be recognized for it. And I was like, well, why don't you just be my manager then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Since you're giving me advice.
Yeah. Since you know every damn thing.
So he was like, I'm going to call you back. And it took like 2 hours for him to call me back. And he called me back. He was like, do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this? And do you have this? And I was like, no. He's like, I'm going to call you back. Maybe an hour and a half, another 2 hours back. He was like, all right, so you got this. I was like, oh, so he was like 20% of nothing is nothing.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, the only thing that I can do is give you the first 6 months to prove myself, to show you that I can do what I can do. And I was like,
Yeah.
if you know how to do it, I'm not going to, I'm with you.
Yeah.
You got it. I don't know none of this. So for me to be like, well, to scrutinize you for something I don't know is not correct. You
Exactly.
know, so.
And did you have management career before her, or did you was managing yourself?
Well, I definitely managed myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did management in Detroit, and I did internship with Hellraiser Music Group, which was a subsidiary to Wu-Tang Management.
Okay. Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Is that like?
Part
Is
of
it,
Sons of Men. Remember the
okay.
group
Yeah.
Sons of Men?
Hellraiser's son.
Yep,
Okay.
I worked with him.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I love fucking Wu-Tang, man. Wu-Tang is my
It's awesome.
shit.
Yeah, I
dude.
worked
I love
directly with
Wu-Tang.
him.
I got the Source magazine from
Hey.
2000. I think that was 96. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was with them for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what came out of that? Just you just learned a little bit more.
I learned a lot more. One thing I learned the most probably was don't be excited to meet your heroes.
Yeah, is that right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
That's why me and you
but-
talked on the other day about the Wu-Tang show, and I was like, I grew up with when Wu-Tang came out, and I don't want to watch that show because I don't want it to be like
Well, we have
saying
our,
something that I don't remember. You know what I'm saying?
we have our beliefs of what we think
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
happened.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
we like to keep what we think happened versus what actually happened.
Exactly,
Because
yeah.
what actually happened usually isn't as
No.
interesting or as perfect. It's a lot messier.
Yeah.
And it's a lot dirtier, and it's a lot more intricate than what it looks like.
Oh, I'm sure. So you met him, and he got you some this and that and this, and you started Did you have an album or anything already, or you had songs?
Oh, God. When I met him, we were just friends, and he was actually in the studio at the same time that I came to record a song. So I didn't even know him, right? And I recorded a song, and I'm like, okay. I asked the producer, I'm like, what do you think about it? He was like, well, I think everything you do is nice. And then the next thing you know, he comes out and he comes from his laptop and he's like, I don't think you gave it all you got. I think you can definitely do better. I'm like, who are you? I don't even know who
is this guy?
Bro, I don't know you.
Yeah,
So, but when I came back to the studio, I had something to prove. You know what I'm saying? And he was there the next time.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like how we kind of built our friendship. It was kind of like a piggyback off of that.
Yeah.
And I did have a project in the works, which was Euphoria. Euphoria was the first project I ever put out. Like, I put out covers on SoundCloud and did little mixes, but it was all for me trying to gain the experience of even recording.
Well, you gotta start somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
So humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Very humble beginnings. So Euphoria was my first project, and I dropped that 2019. Turned around, dropped Serendipity in 2020. Turned around, dropped Lincoln Lounge 2021.
Yeah.
Turned around and dropped Lincoln Lounge Part 2 2023. I took a break, and I didn't really drop anything as far as project worthy. Just more so singles, videos, visuals, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Lincoln Lounge
And then you dropped your album just recently.
January. Oh, here's the thing. When it comes to me and music, I have spurts, right? Where like it just come and then I'll be writing, and I record it and I put it out, and once it's out of me, I'm good. Like, there's no promotion, there's no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So you did it for you.
Yeah, like,
Because you said,
I'm
I got all this
past
shit in me, I got to get it out.
Yeah, I'm pretty much past that. I had my 20s and my early 30s. All those years were spent doing music, touring, radio, interviews, all that we doing for her now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I do music now, it's kind of like I say, it's like you said, it's for me. I just want to get it out. I want to enjoy it because
I listened to I didn't listen to the whole album yet, but I've listened to several songs in there. I love it. I love your album. I love yours too. But you take me back to like that old Most Def, that Wu-Tang feel. It's that feel. It's like I haven't heard anything like that in a long time.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Super.
I would just like to say I knew it was an album before.
She called it before anybody did. What caught me off guard though, because like I said, I don't promote it. I just do it.
Yeah.
And then like OK Player picked it up. I'm like, yo.
OK Player, yeah.
OK Player? Y'all know who OK Player is.
Questlove
and them? Like,
yeah.
I didn't send it to them.
Man, I think that Black Thought is one of the best rappers of all time.
Yeah.
And,
I met him before. He's a good dude.
The Roots.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I get fucking chills when I think about the Roots because I love those guys. Like,
I actually got to watch a finals game on the tour bus with the Roots.
Really?
Yeah.
So you met Questlove and
Quest. I met Tyreek with Black Thought. Yeah. I met all of them. Yeah.
Oh, man. Good
Lord. And we got someone to accomplish. Nick Himes. He said, Lexington Loud, going to be lit.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay. I was getting ready to bring that up. Thanks,
August,
man.
August 18th. I think that's Hide the Riot, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Hide the Riot.
Is he gonna be? He's gonna be on it, right?
They're gonna be on the bill. One of the headliners actually. They've been very involved in like promoting and talking about it. So I hadn't heard of them prior to putting together Lexington Loud, but I love them now.
Oh yeah, Nick is awesome, man. I love Nick. He's supposed to have been in the studio a couple weeks ago, but some of his family members and some of the band guys got sick, so we hope to reschedule him. Nick, get your ass in the studio because I've been down to his studio. Actually, I was supposed to be on one of his podcasts, and then he canceled.
He even invited you to his studio, showed you off to you.
I know. He invited me down there to do a podcast, and he canceled on me, and then he canceled again. But we'll get Nick in here.
Definitely.
Yeah, Nick's awesome, man. I love that guy.
It's August 18th and 19th. We're definitely still taking sponsorships to get the back end covered and all of that. So sponsorship is still available. We got a dope lineup.
Where's it going to be at?
Black Roots Farm, and that's in Winchester.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. There's a lot of land, privately owned. Mm-hmm. We can do what we want to do, and everybody in the area is family. So like, we're not gonna bother no neighbors. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun.
Heck yeah. Hopefully, like, and when that gets closer, we'll have you guys back in the podcast.
Definitely.
And we'll maybe get some of the bands that you got scheduled.
Please do.
We'll try to like do a whole a whole
Anonimuss
a
Rose
whole
is performing.
we'll do a whole
Hell
month
yeah.
beforehand. We'll do a whole
Yeah.
month trying to.
It's a lot of
some
good
people.
acts, man. Julian Wolf, Hide the Riot, Disaster Corps, Divine Karama, Off Days. I mean, I can go on for days. It's
A lot of
people.
them local people.
Everybody's from Kentucky, with
Okay.
the exception.
Oh, that's
of,
what I'm talking about.
I think maybe 2 acts. One act is from Cincinnati, and one's from DC. I
Yeah.
think, but everybody else is from somewhere in Kentucky, like Lexington, Louisville, Richmond, Evansville, Elizabethtown. All like they're from all over Kentucky.
Cool,
Northern
man.
Kentucky,
That's
everywhere.
That's great. That's
That is
great
great.
because Kentucky, you know, we try to get this. We want to get this music thing going on around here.
And we get
Yeah.
sick.
Our slogan is all of Kentucky on the farm making noise.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
That's
the
what I'm
theme.
talking
That's the theme. Yeah.
Heck yeah, and you're gonna be performing.
Yes, I will.
Heck
I will
yeah.
be
We
there.
were listening to a couple of your songs. Just
Yeah, the
a moment ago.
female R&B
You're
artist
great.
of the year. Woo woo.
So where have you have you been on
That's
tour?
you.
You said recently?
Yes, I November of 2021 we ventured out and hopped on the This Is Anonymous tour. And it was 7 cities.
7 cities.
It was 7 cities. So it was Indianapolis, Louisville, Detroit, Baltimore, DC, Greensboro, and then we came back home to Lexington. and
Big cities.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Not only that, but she's also R&B award winner.
Yeah, was that
Blueprint Awards,
the
yeah.
Blueprint Awards? Yeah,
Yep.
we want to try to get one of those next year.
Hey man,
Definitely,
look,
definitely.
listen. I'm pretty sure. I don't see why not. You
Yeah.
hop on the podcast. They did podcast of the year this year.
They did.
Yeah.
They
That's
did.
right.
Yeah,
They
they
did.
actually
Did who win that? Kenny win that?
He
He
said, she
she
said.
said.
I don't know who runs that, but the name of the podcast is called He Said, She Said.
He said she said. I
They
don't
won-
know if
they
I'm
I know
won
that
that.
last year Kenny Cummings won his.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
Kenny
think that
won.
was the Lexington Music
That was
Awards.
Lexington Music Awards, yeah.
Shout out to them too because they actually invited me. They sent me an email telling me that my opinion is valued when it comes to the selection of
Oh, wow.
artists when it comes to the next go around.
When is that?
I don't really know because
Yeah.
I don't talk about things that I don't really know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I know that they did ask me if I would be willing to participate with the selection, like with the hip hop and the R&B side of it all.
Yeah.
'Cause
We're
like,
trying to get more
it's-
into the local music scene ourselves because we've had a few rappers on the show, and we're trying to get more into the Lexington. We're big fans of music anyway, so we do the wrestling thing, which we have a bunch. We're pretty big in that little genre there, but and all these guys are local guys, But Lexington doesn't have its own little wrestling promotion. Like, there's one in Lawrenceburg, there's one in Frankfurt, there's one in where else?
There's also was no longer Cynthiana, Kentucky.
Cynthiana. There's one in Cynthiana. Soon to
It's
be in
out there,
Georgetown. I think it's
Kentucky.
Georgetown now.
Georgetown, Kentucky,
Yeah,
man.
so we've been in that scene, and we want to keep doing that too. But we were doing Wednesdays and Thursdays and that. But hopefully we're going to try to take Thursdays more to do stuff like this with local music because
Yeah, we need platforms like
Yeah,
that. We
yeah.
need I mean, you got to think it's so many artists, bro. Like you'll never run out of guests. Like it's so many artists. They just looking for.
I mean,
a
you named
platform
off like
this.
10 right there. But,
So it's definitely like this. Cash Love, Joey Truax, Kenny, certain people who have extended their platform to artists. Now you know what I'm saying? Like y'all need it because artists really don't have anywhere outside of uploading their songs to SoundCloud. I mean, and
Exactly.
Spotify.
That's right.
There's really nowhere else for them to
Well,
go.
what I'd like to do is we got the 2 hours. I like to have people in here, and if I'm a fan of your music, I want to know who you are too, like, so I can listen. I can go on and listen to this show
We want to
and
promote you.
and figure out who you are, and like I like them more now that I've seen them talk for 2 hours. Because a lot of people don't get that platform.
You get to know. And like a lot of people used to complain about how long Drink Champs interviews were.
Yeah.
Remember that? You know that podcast.
I know.
right?
Yeah. Nori, right?
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I get why, because you get enough time
Yeah.
to get inside a person's mind and get to know them, especially with his show, because it's got liquor involved. So
Yeah.
the longer they sit there and drink, the longer you got them on that show, the more of them will come out.
Yeah, a lot of Kanye came out like, good Lord, he wanted to say whatever he wanted to say, didn't he?
He did say.
Yeah, he did.
He did say what he wanted
and still, to say. Man, they didn't bring him down. He's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's impossible to cancel a person.
Yeah.
Only thing that can actually cancel you is death.
Well, back in the day, I don't know if you know who Andrew Dice Clay is, but back in the day, he was the first comedian that was doing big arenas, and they try to cancel him, but he's still around. He still does, he's still relevant. He still does his comedy the way he wants to do it, and you just got to stick in there. Like, they'll try to cancel you, but you just got to stick in there and stay.
There's no such thing. That's why it's not real.
Yeah.
You can't cancel anybody. No one has ever been canceled.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No one. We just fall into this idea and belief of the term, but it doesn't really exist. Think about it. Only thing that ever happens is you stop seeing them.
Yeah, exactly. They tried to do Chappelle,
but they're still getting money.
Yeah,
they still doing shows.
Well,
prime example, the baby.
Yeah,
prime example.
Yeah.
They call themselves canceling the baby, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't stop doing shows. Y'all stopped seeing and hearing about his show.
Oh yeah, he's still making millions.
He just dropped a single maybe 3 weeks ago, tops.
Yeah,
that's number one.
Yep. Yeah,
number one.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna.
No one's talking about it because it's the baby, right?
Yeah.
And we can't talk about him no more because he's canceled. But he got number one single. So how canceled is he really? If his single is number one,
exactly. Just
so
like
you
they
can't
did
cancel anybody. It's
like they did Dice
Yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay. He got canceled from he got banned for life from MTV, and then he said, a week later I'd sold out an arena, but instead of doing one night, I did 4 nights. He said they just put more money in my pocket.
You know how much more attention they put on Dave Chappelle when they tried to cancel Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody you try to cancel, all you're doing is giving them free promotion. It's like back in the day we say all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, even the bad.
Even the bad publicity, right?
Yeah.
So
that came from wrestling, man. That came from wrestling because the bad guys get more publicity
what is the
than
hero
anybody.
without the villain?
Exactly.
What is Batman without Joker?
Yeah, gotta have villains.
I said that one of my rounds. You probably pulled it up one time. I say every Batman needs a Joker.
Yeah.
Like you're not relevant if you don't have someone. Like every protagonist has to have an antagonist.
Yeah.
That every story has to have one. If it doesn't have one, it's not a good story.
We got one. Here he is.
Exactly.
Anyways, you guys go on your little rinky-dink bullshit podcast. Anyway,
you got to save as a hotkey.
That was the guy.
Yeah.
That was the guy that was doing the podcast before us, and he swears up and down that I put him out of business. I don't know how, but he swears up and down.
You got to, the fact that he's a hotkey.
And I called him and asked him, can I use this?
I love it. I love it. It's hilarious.
I said, I got this recording of you. Can I use it? He's like, sure, use it. I was like, okay, and I put it on my thing.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
He's a hotkey.
Exactly.
Fighting fire with fire.
That's funny.
Oh, Easy's the DJ's here.
Peace,
Yo.
peace, Easy.
Oh yeah, Easy's cool, man.
Shout out to him, man. He been doing a lot of work.
That's my favorite.
I was thinking about him the other day. He was on the podcast, and I was thinking about his artist. I was going to get back with him and try to get his artist on here. And
a lot of these people, for me personally, I'm meeting through her.
Yeah.
Right. So I met Easy around 2020, 2019-ish, and I met him just as a DJ, right?
Yeah.
And come to find out, he actually does his own music.
Uh-huh.
And now you fast forward to now, he's dealing with management
Yeah.
as well. So it's like just watching his elevation and evolution in this short amount of time. Like they just went down to South by Southwest not too long ago.
Yeah,
you know, and did some heavy street promotion down there. And those are the kind of moves you got to make.
Yeah.
The kind of risks you got to take in order to actually.
Did you see his episode? He was on here.
Nah, I didn't see his episode, but it's good to know that he
is
on here doing like
oh yeah,
from his end too. Like it's dope.
Yeah, he's awesome. Man, I've been kind of busy. I wanted to reach out with him again and get some of his artists on. And who have you when you being around in the business around here for about 10 years? Who have you worked with? Who do you like around here?
Putting her on the spot.
I know, right?
I've, as far as like done work with.
Well, better yet, who's your inspiration for the music that you make? They don't even have to be around here.
I have artists that I favor around here, like that are really dope. Like and a lot of them I found out about them through PYT Radio. It was a podcast that I ran back in the day.
So you're a podcaster?
Years ago. Man, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You can tell.
Yeah. Like.
Well, maybe have you in here to like. Sometimes I want to take off. Maybe we'll have you in here to host.
Yeah.
I could do that. I would
Okay.
be the perfect host for it. But what we would do is we would send out a call to independent artists, and we would have them send their music in, and we would have segments where we would sit down, talk about real shit, and play music in between. It would be independent. So a few artists that I have worked with, I've worked with Lando B. I've worked with First Lady
Lando
Cash.
B.
I've worked with.
I heard him on your song.
Yeah, LEP, ROC, Respect Original Creation. I've done hooks for a lot of people. I've done like side little connotations, stuff like that. Helped write stuff. So it's like, as far as locally, those are the people I've worked with. And Suge Nasty. Shout out to Suge Nasty. Suge Nasty was actually like the first person to let me record a hook on her song.
Okay.
So like my first studio experience was with her, and that was pretty dope. As far as my inspiration musically, I'd have to say Lauren, Mary J. Blige,
Like,
Jill Scott.
I was gonna say that you remind me of Lauryn Hill.
I
Like,
get that a lot.
yeah, like I was gonna say that to you just a few minutes ago because that's what I seen it.
That's what I was thinking too.
That picture there, I just thought, Lauryn Hill is one of my favorite artists of all time. Like I loved her. I had tickets to see her in Louisville and at the Mercury Ballroom, and she canceled, and I was so heartbroken because I was like, I'm gonna meet Lauryn Hill and I'm gonna run off with her and marry her.
But
We all can dream, baby.
I know, right? I had this dream. I got this dream.
Your son's a big dream too. He said this. Me and my boy Dre, D, are dropping our mixtape soon.
Okay, awesome.
Hey.
My son Leon Lexington, him and his friend.
You said your son?
Yeah, my
Oh,
son.
see, so you can't rap, but it's in your DNA, huh?
Yeah, he's got it. I've dropped a couple
He's
bars.
It missed a generation, huh?
Yeah, probably did.
And his son's also been working on beats and has been sending them to me.
Yeah.
That's
Listen
dope.
to.
So it's in the gene pool, man. He
Yeah.
skipped you, man. So
Yeah, it skipped me. I got
It
some
skipped
kind
the
of. I got a
generation.
little
But
entertainer in
you
me.
got the platform for him whenever he got.
Oh
it, you
yeah,
know
I
what
mean he's supposed to be on this podcast. I started for him.
right.
I started the podcast for him, and
He's our executive producer.
he's got a couple babies, so he spends a lot of time with them and work. And,
Oh, so you a grandpa? Well,
Yeah, I
right.
am
You
a grandpa.
All right, grandpa. Oh.
Exactly.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got.
man, that's good.
I had him
Good to
last
hear.
night. I actually had him with me last night.
That's dope.
I got a 1-year-old grandbaby girl.
Oh, you a new grand? You a fresh grandpa?
Yeah, and I got a 3-year-old. He's gonna turn 3-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah, they were really actually pretty good with me last night. I had them a lot. My wife
So
kept
what's that?
running
What's
off.
that like? I ain't there yet. What's grandfatherhood like?
It's man, it's like it's cool because you can spoil them and then give them back. You know what I'm saying? Like here, take them, man. You know, take them. You ain't gotta keep
now
them.
we
You know.
get the mentality.
Yeah, it's cool being a grandpa. It really is.
That's what's
You know,
up.
because they're
Does
they're
it make
just
you feel
sweethearts.
any type of any level of seniority or wisdom or like?
Man,
does it give you any
I still
kinda-
feel like I'm 25 years old. You know, I still got that kind of like that mentality. I don't even. I'm 49. I'll be 50 in October, and
You
I
don't
just
even
still.
look a day older than 40.
Yeah, thank you. You don't look a day older than dirt.
Super trying to get his bonus, man.
I know. Yeah, that's his job is to kiss my
Super trying to
ass.
get a bonus over here, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, say something nice about me, Johnny.
Great host. He is the greatest greatest podcast.
He's gonna call me the co-host. Yeah, he's trying to take over the show.
You're giving up,
Johnny,
Johnny, you're giving up your ulterior motives, man. They're called hidden agendas for a reason, man.
Exactly. He's been trying to take over the podcast for a while
This
now.
is the greatest podcast host that you can
Johnny
find.
Lee is, man. When he came to this podcast, he came as a fan, as a guest, because I have fans on sometimes, like fans of wrestling
dope.
and fans like.
That's
So
dope.
we'll just bring him in and we'll just all talk. You know, all of us will just talk. And Johnny came on and he just blew me away with hey, I want to help. I want to help. I want to help. So he.
And that's rare these days.
Yeah, so man. I gave him, and he hadn't asked me for $1. He hasn't asked, because we don't make any money around here. We barely pay the bills, but we get monetized from Facebook. And we do it. We can do it because we love it, and I do it because I love podcasts, and I love music, and I love wrestling, and these guys love wrestling. They're big. Sean Johns is the biggest wrestling fan I ever known, and so is Johnny. But we all love music
we
too.
Also
so
love to play music.
Yeah, so we do this.
I think you got a unique format here. With the music and the wrestling together. That's
unique. I call it
like Iron Mike. Did you listen to Iron Mike Sharp?
Yep.
I didn't get to listen to it, no.
Because when you do, you see what I'm talking about.
And what's funny is that
they blended that.
There's actually a wrestler that's named Iron Mike Sharp.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. They got it from that. You know what I mean? Yeah. They got it from that. And
I was always saying wrestling
themes in the song.
Wrestling, rock, and rap.
That's what we're all about. Is trying to bring this gap so that everyone comes together.
That's dope.
Yeah, because everybody likes music.
But that's what Lexington Loud is for the most part.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of. We have festivals here, right?
Maybe we'll bring maybe we'll get somebody to bring a wrestling ring down there and do some wrestling.
Well, I don't know about all that, but I don't know about all that.
Maybe not.
But the trying to close some of the gaps up. You know what I mean? Like for example, like there's certain festivals that we have here that are fairly popular festivals, but they don't extend the hand for every genre to be on their stage. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know for a fact that they're not gonna do it. So if somebody else doesn't create a new avenue or a new lane, then it's just never gonna happen.
Well, especially when you're doing that different genres and having local, like Kentucky people, like Lexington Loud, like you have Lexington and Kentucky people. Like we need festivals for the local music, and we all need to, and the fans around here need to. Like we say, y'all need to support your local wrestler. You need to support your local musicians too, and your local podcasters, because we're all out here trying to entertain you guys and trying to give you something that you look towards the bigger stars
what
for.
I see coming when I came back here,
you got talent right here.
It's very selective around here.
Yeah.
I've been back long enough to see that. It's very selective. Like people, they rock with who they rock with, and like
instead of being open to like, hey, it's music, man. Let's just all bullshit with each other.
That ain't the case around here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's an underlying something else.
Yeah.
Or if it's, I don't know, a hidden agenda like we talking about earlier with his ulterior motives or whatnot.
I understand.
But I just think that you need other people to come in and do what people aren't willing to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Lexington Loud kind of is.
Well, that was the way the wrestling scene was around for a while. They all was hating on each other, but now, like you got some guys that came in and started promotions, and then they all started working with each other. And
that's right.
And that's
it
what
just takes a few people, man. Need structure.
Exactly.
People don't know what to do.
Yeah, especially
half the time.
People like you and people like me get together on and Rose and get together like this on a podcast like you and bring people together and like maybe have you on with somebody, maybe have you on with Nick sometime, maybe me and you and Nick can sit here and all talk, and that way, Nick Himes is a great guy, man. He really is. He's very awesome, and he knows music, and he knows podcasting. So, bringing all these genres together and bringing the white and the black and the music and the rap, the rock and rap, and even country together.
Yeah, because we got it all. Kentucky really is, to me personally, when I look at it demographically and all that kind of stuff, it really is a true representation of what you can get from the entire country. If you want to know what all of America is like in one place, come here.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's beautiful here.
Because you're gonna get the beautiful collaborative effort like this is.
Yeah,
and you're also gonna get. Don't go down that street.
Exactly.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
that's America.
And that street did not go down. 2 blocks over is.
It's perfectly fine.
Super nicest street ever. You know what I'm saying?
But that's America.
Yeah.
So you get all of that in one place here.
Yeah, that's Lexington right away. It's like one street's the hood, and the next street over here is you got the some of the richest people in town. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, definitely, man. So I mean, that's when they say like there's no place like home. Like I've been to a lot of places.
Yeah,
I've been a lot of places. Like she said, she hasn't been. I've been a lot of places, yo. And I will say, like, Nah, there's no place like.
There's no place like
There's no place
Lexington.
like
really,
that.
there's not. I've been. I was just.
I've lived here all my life.
I was just in Dallas a couple days ago, and I didn't like it. I wanted to be home. You know.
Well, I ain't gonna say I don't like other places. I like
other places.
Great time at other places, but I think everyone can agree that there's just no place like
Yeah.
home.
Yeah,
Wherever your home is,
exactly.
There's no place like home.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying.
right.
Like that's where all.
But I
the-
do love Lexington. I do love it.
Yeah,
I mean, I like going to Florida. I like going here and there. But like, I'm always gonna have a house here, a place here to live. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I came
That's
back
what I said
to.
I would do. I
She
would
ready to
travel.
go. She ready to go.
But I've never lived anywhere else.
Yeah.
So I've never had that experience to say that, oh, I packed my bags and I moved when I was 22, when I was 25. Like, no, I've been here.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like a love-hate relationship, kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until I travel and go to other places and be like, yeah, nah, I'm going.
Yeah. Yeah, like
But I have
Lexington's
those
nice.
moments. I do have those moments where, like, sometimes I woulda, coulda, shoulda. You know, what if I had gave myself the opportunity to pack up and move somewhere else? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The culture, the expansion of knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I probably
yeah.
would be a whole lot further.
You should have seen her
Than where I
in
am
New
right
York.
now.
You should have seen her.
Did you like New York?
You should have seen her in New York.
Man, I like Harlem.
You like Harlem?
I loved Harlem.
Yeah.
Manhattan was a little much for me. The Rats is like this big.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What about Harlem did you like?
It was clean.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
You know, the culture, like Manhattan was lit. Like, you know, you got Times Square. You know, got the exquisite.
Let me tell them a story real quick. Let me tell them. So we leaving the hotel, right?
yeah.
And I'm taking her up to Times Square. And then you ever been to New York?
No, I haven't.
All right,
No.
so I'm taking her.
I've been to Chicago. Love Chicago.
All right, so we going up. I think it's like I forget what street it is. So we go up the street, right? It's pitch black.
Yeah.
Like it's dark. It's dark as fuck. But I'm like, all right, like where everybody at? What's that? Just hold on. Where everybody at? We bend the corner. As soon as you bend the corner, it's like a whole nother reality.
Yeah, yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Lights everywhere. People everywhere dancing. They like, yo, what is this?
What is this?
It's
Yeah.
like weed on every corner.
Yeah.
It's like trucks, weed trucks, people with pill bottles,
And
people
if you
over
look to
here.
the left, it's pitch black that way,
And
pitch black
the
that
other
way. But on Times Square,
Uh-huh.
It's
it's
lit up.
lit up.
Like so much that
Lit
when
up.
you look up into the sky, like
Can't see
can't
nothing.
yeah,
Can't see anything.
Yeah.
You can't see
Can't see a
anything.
dead
That's
on
what I've heard.
So you was
about
impressed,
Times
right?
Square.
Now, I love New York personally. I
I
go all
mean-
the time. I love New York personally. Yeah.
Really?
I loved it for the experience because I had never been. Like the whole weekend I was there, like I struck out to walk around. So like I can go back to Manhattan and walk.
Yeah.
As long as I'm on 42nd and 8th. As long as I'm on 42nd and 8th, I can go forward, backwards, left to right. But it was a bit like it was surreal because like
It's
New York
big,
on
right?
New York on TV and New York in real life, it's two different New Yorks.
Yeah,
Okay. The smell, the noise, the people, the fashion, the carelessness,
Yeah.
the horns,
Yeah.
and, you know, the food.
It
but
really is the city
I felt that
never
way
It
about
comes
Chicago. I felt that
together.
way about Chicago. I love Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
Downtown
really- it
Chicago,
really-
love it. It's beautiful.
It really comes together to create a dope essence. Like New York has its own culture.
Yeah.
Like I threw on a jersey dress and some felines and a sweater, and somebody was like, "Hey, yo, I like your style, shorty." I was like, "Hey, me, little me, you like that?" So yeah, no, it was cool though. It was cool though.
That's
I got
awesome.
ups and downs, but like the Rats and the smell, yo, the smell.
Yeah.
That was much.
It really is the city that never sleeps, yo.
No,
like,
no, they do not go to sleep.
yeah, it's always something going on.
Always going on, yeah.
Always something going on.
Yeah, I haven't been to New York yet. I plan on maybe going soon. I was talking to my wife the other day, and she said, "Yeah, we was planning on going maybe to
It's
New York."
different. New York pre 9/11 and New York post 9/11 is
Yeah.
not the same New York. You
No.
know what I mean? So,
what do you mean? What do you
most
mean?
things. Far as no, there was no such thing as homeland security prior
Yeah.
to 9/11.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so just the way that they move and what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do and
Okay.
what's being monitored and what's not being monitored. How many more cameras is up?
Uh-huh.
It's a lot. It's just different. It's just,
Yeah,
it's different. Like the mask that they put up for protection and security, which is really an ability to increased intrusion of privacy, invasion of privacy. You think it's bad in a place like this?
Oh, it's not bad here at all.
Exactly.
It's terrible in your New Yorks and your LAs and your Chicago's and your Detroits.
Yeah.
It's terrible there.
Yeah, I've been the biggest cities I've been to is Dallas. I've been to Dallas. I've been to Chicago. I've been to Denver.
Windy City.
Yeah,
I've been to Denver.
I like Denver. I like
I do
downtown
too.
Denver.
I do
Denver.
too. I do
It's
too.
nice. I like that.
I did a show in Denver.
A lot of homeless there. A lot of homeless there.
But they're high and happy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
Man, we were riding those damn scooters down. Like the first time I rode those scooters in a big city like that, I loved it. I loved riding those damn scooters. But we stopped at some little. Like it was kind of like a Riley's kind of because we was all hungry. It was kind of like a Riley's. I think
Checkers.
it was maybe Speedies or something like that. I don't know what it was called.
Their own little version of it.
Yeah, their own little version up there.
Yeah.
But and then like we were there was homeless people just walking up to you, buy me a cheeseburger, buy me a
Yeah,
cheeseburger.
real bold
Yeah.
with it.
And then
Yeah.
another dude came up and he didn't have a nose. Like his nose was gone. He was like, "You gonna give me a cheeseburger?" I was like, "Yeah, I got you a cheeseburger." So I gave his ass a cheeseburger, and then the other guy stole the cheeseburger from him. And like we gotta get out of here. This is about to have a homeless, like these homeless people are about to beat each other up.
Shit. You
Yeah.
don't feed the animals.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Anytime you go
Here,
to
have
a
the rest
zoo,
of my cheeseburger.
there's a sign that tells you don't feed the animals. America is a
Yeah.
zoo, man.
That's
You don't
right.
feed the animals.
Well,
man.
when we got up, you know, we left our a friend of mine had a milkshake and I had a drink still. The other guy, the homeless guy that didn't have the nose, went over there and he took the milkshake and he took the drink and he poured it into one and he just started guzzling it and then the other guy came over and just like it was like birds coming
I'm
down.
mad that this-
grabbed the cheeseburger and grabbed the cheeseburger. It was like, oh my God, let's get out of here.
Why would you feed
I
him,
don't know
Andy?
what happened to his nose.
I don't
know.
know.
I
Maybe
don't.
somebody ate it off. I
I'm
don't.
personally like this is your memory from Denver. Like,
Yeah.
why was you in Denver?
Oh, we had it was my son's birthday and we went up
Let's
to
stay
Denver.
with that. Let's tell me about the birthday.
It was his son's birthday, and we went to Denver, and they wanted to, you know, pot's legal there, so they just wanted to go
Right.
and hang out and smoke the pot. We went to a Rockies game. We actually went out to.
See, lead with that.
Oh yeah, I loved all the cool stuff there.
Let's get to the noseless homeless guy at McDonald's later, man.
Yeah, we went to Cookies and we went everywhere. We had a good time. I love Denver. I actually liked it, but
Denver's
like
nice, man.
the homeless
Denver's
man
nice.
are out. They're
Denver's
they're
nice.
there. They're there. They're in every big city, but
I think it's another, if I pronounce it right, Aurora, Colorado. It's like right next to Denver.
I think so.
Yeah, that's a beautiful city. That's
Yeah,
a
we went
beautiful
out.
city.
We went out of town too, and went up and rode a train and
The landscape is ridiculous. The airport
oh
is
yeah,
ridiculous.
we went to these little some of these little bitty cities that were up on this mountain, and we had dinner up there and stuff. It was beautiful.
Have
Colorado
you ever heard
was
about the
awesome.
underground like facility under the airport? You ever heard anything
Oh,
about that?
yeah,
heard
yeah.
about that?
Oh, yeah, the big, yeah,
Yeah.
they have
See,
a-
you don't want to say that.
oh, yeah,
I heard
conspiracy
that.
stuff. It's real. No,
Why are you putting this on my show?
no, that's cool. We can talk about anything.
We can talk about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's supposedly an underground.
They said that have you
military
seen the big-
facility under the airport in Denver?
Huh?
There's supposedly an underground military facility under the airport.
Yeah,
in
like
Denver,
there's
right?
like a 8-story building they buried. They said that they
could
built it.
withstand they could withstand a nuclear attack.
Yeah, they said they
Yeah.
built it by accident and then they buried it.
I know, right?
Hey, we built this
Allegedly.
building by accident. Let's just bury it now.
Yeah. I was one of the stories that was told to me when I went out there. So I was like, okay, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, and then the
Okay.
big stallion, the big horse that's outside, that the head fell off and killed the guy that designed it. It was like that was crazy. Yeah, that's a big crazy.
Yeah.
The Denver airport is nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Denver airport is crazy. Yeah, I have one experience with it, and I don't think I want it anymore.
yeah.
That's true.
I liked Denver though. I didn't have a problem in Denver at all. I liked it.
So go Nuggets.
Yeah, go now. Yeah, they're gonna be like
They're definitely gonna win it all. They're definitely gonna win it all.
I think so
They're
too.
definitely gonna win it
They
Yeah.
knocked the Lakers out.
In fact, what time is it right now? Can anybody, if anybody,
8:46.
all right, so the game is on right now. If anybody's, well, I would normally be watching the game right now if I wasn't sitting here with you.
Oh, yeah.
So if anybody,
We can put it on if you want.
No, we're not gonna do that. I want anybody who's tuned into the show right now and just
Yeah, exactly.
comment and tell us what is the score of the game, because this is a crucial game. It's
Yeah,
game
right.
5,
Go
I think. Who said go Heat?
Someone did.
Who the hell said go Heat? No, she think she's reading.
Yeah.
Somebody in the comments?
Somebody said go Heat.
Watkins.
Oh yeah,
Leon
Leon.
did
That's
like
my son.
that.
Yeah,
That's
go
your
Heat.
son?
Yeah.
They
You're grounded, son. Yeah.
Nah, that's all right. That's cool. Yeah,
He's
nah,
a Butler fan, I think.
Nah, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
your team. All right, well, I'll see you in the finals.
Yeah.
We'll meet again.
Oh, they still gotta play, don't they?
Nuggets is already waiting to see who wins. There's a game on right now between Heat and Boston.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Heat, y'all supposed to close that game out 2 days ago.
Exactly.
This game going on today shouldn't even be happening right now. But
Yeah.
since you got something to say, tell me the score.
I thought LeBron was gonna beat. I thought they were gonna win. They
No.
like in the third quarter they were up what 20?
15, but
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Denver, you ain't gotta like Denver. I tell everybody, I'm not a Nuggets fan.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be a bandwagon rider because they're I'm a Jamal Murray fan.
Okay.
Because Jamal Murray played for UK too.
Exactly.
I'm a Jamal Murray fan, and I like structured, quality basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't like San Antonio Spurs, right?
You didn't like them?
when there was Tim Duncan and Tony
Yeah.
Parker and all that. No, they were boring,
Yeah.
but they were a structured, solid team that nobody can beat.
Yeah.
And they won like at least 2 or 3
They
championships.
left, I think 4, didn't
4?
they? Yeah, they won 4.
Nobody could beat them, but they were a boring ass
Well,
team.
That's true.
Duncan has 5 rings, so I guess they won 5.
Yeah, but
Don't
they.
look over at me. I don't know.
And nobody could beat them. But
She's like, let's talk. I thought we was talking about music
Leon
earlier.
Lexington said,
and they won. Huh?
Leon Lexington said, Joker is crazy.
Yeah, but what's the score, Leon?
He says 5-18.
5-18
Yep.
is the score right now.
Yep.
Up, he up.
Just started.
Who's up? Heat's up.
Who's up?
He got
Leon,
to
tell
be
us.
up. Nah, Boston's up because they're in Boston. Boston's up.
Oh, Boston's
Boston Spurs team won 5. He said.
Boston's up. Told you.
up. Yeah.
Boston's up because they're at home, but they're not gonna hold that lead for very long. Anyway,
Yeah.
Kevin
Yeah.
Durant.
She's like, let's talk about music.
but he said we had 2 hours.
Oh yeah, we can talk about anything we want.
Anything y'all want.
Talk about
Right here,
anything we want.
You know, so yeah,
I mean,
I just
some of us are
appreciate it.
basketball fans too.
I don't get out the house very often, so I'll be
That's
behind
you.
the computer all day,
Yeah.
every day, 24/7, to the point to where I upset my wife because yes, she's my artist and I'm her manager, but that's also my wife,
Yeah.
and I have to remember that sometimes because I just work.
So
Hey,
you-
you're like me for real because
Yeah.
I'm like that for this podcast.
So you're. They said that you were behind the piano. So do you make a lot of your own beats?
Yeah, I do a lot of the production as well.
Yeah, that's cool,
Yeah.
because
I wear
I-
a lot of hats.
I even told my son, I was like, they were getting into music, and I was like, do the producing part, like come up with your own beats because that's where the money's at. Like, a lot of people can rap. I'm not gonna say everybody can rap, but a lot of people can rap, but not everybody can make these
The more you
dope
can
ass
do on
beats.
your own, the more you can keep money in your pocket.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Yeah.
the less people you have to pay.
So
You
we're
know.
talking about Wu-Tang earlier. RZA got in trouble with all his guys because they said he made more money than them. Well, he said, I worked on every one of you guys' projects. I produced music with
See,
every
what
one of
RZA
you
didn't
guys.
do, what RZA didn't do, what any producer, not just RZA,
Yeah.
and of that time frame, what they didn't do was inform people.
Yeah.
exactly.
That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like RZA knew, and every other producer knows that when you're the producer,
Yeah.
you're gonna make. But artists, even today, don't understand that concept of percentages and who gets what and shares
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff.
Because the music part, the producing part is worth way more than the rapping spot, right?
It depends. It depends on what gets entered into the system.
Exactly.
You can say what you want. Joe Schmo in the corner who presses one button can get the biggest chunk. If whoever's writing in the system gives Joe Schmo the biggest chunk.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. You know.
Yeah.
But if you don't know anything about that, especially in the 90s. See now, like post like 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
That was the digital boom in the recording industry.
Yeah.
So everything kind of went digital and kind of stopped being so analog. But prior to that, if you was an artist in the 80s, 90s,
Yeah.
you didn't know what the hell was going on behind the
So
scenes.
yeah, back in the day, if I had the studio and I'd say I brung you in and you did the beat and I brung you in, you did the rapping, you got both got microphones, but it's my studio and I'm like, hey, you signed this, I got
They ain't even doing that.
90%.
They're not even doing that.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
just recording the song, and we're happy we made a song, and
Yeah,
I'm leaving.
it's mine.
And then you got it.
Yeah,
And
it's
your
mine.
shit.
Yeah.
Why do you think De La Soul just got their shit released?
Oh, I know.
3 months ago.
And it's crazy
Exactly.
the
From the
day.
last 20 years.
It's crazy
My
that-
man died before
Dave
it came
died.
out.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy that Dave died before, and then Prince died like before.
You know what they doing?
Yeah.
Well, hold
Exactly.
out.
Oh, wow.
Hold out.
Yeah.
How you gonna put De La Soul on Jimmy Fallon after?
After Dave passes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Tribe Called Quest.
Get out of here, man.
Fight Dog died.
Y'all just spent the last 20 to 25 years making millions off these records, and now these men are old.
Yeah.
And can't really rock the stage like they used to. They gave their life to this music, and y'all keeping their money, and now it's like retirement.
Yeah.
Or Social Security. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, give them what they own, man.
Probably come to find out, Dave probably had more involved.
More
He
than
probably
likely,
owned most of it. Than
the
now
biggest chunk
yeah.
that goes back into the pot.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
plug one and plug two.
It's terrible.
Like
It's terrible,
Nothing.
man. Because I've seen it with my own two eyes, like not local artists, but actual major artists who I'm not gonna name names for out of respect. But it's a lot of major artists who y'all know, well-known artists who have been or are currently getting screwed.
Well,
behind the scenes.
there's the whole
right.
Emmy Awards with the TLC, and they said, hey, we're the biggest women group in the world right now, but we're broke.
Bro.
Do you remember that
how
interview?
many times have you heard that story? That's a broken record.
Yeah, and then Left Eye ended up dying.
It's a broken record though. But why are we still hearing that same thing? Because artists are not informing
Well, that's
themselves.
that's what Kanye was saying too. He's saying that he was talking pro-black about you guys, you artists owning your own masters, and he wants his own masters, and that was what he was talking about. Is like, own your own shit. Like don't sell off, like, because he sold off most of his music. Like just because he wanted to get a deal.
And I understand what he's saying, but it's just like even that's an empty statement to me.
Yeah.
Own your own masters.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
exactly.
I guess
I know what it means. It's a rhetorical question. I know exactly what it means, but to an artist who doesn't even call themselves an artist, they just like to do music.
Yeah.
To a person who just likes to do the concept of owning my own what's a masters?
Yeah.
What does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a
Yeah.
lot of musical education that most artists simply just do not have, and I'm learning they don't really have an interest to learn it either.
Yeah.
So it's like you have this conflict of where
They
you
don't
want to you want to make money and be successful in the business, but
Yeah.
you don't want to learn the business.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
Exactly.
You got to be a business person too. You got to do your
Or
music.
get somebody to do it for you.
Exactly.
'Cause that's what I was gonna say. Trying to be an artist and learn everything on the back end,
Yeah.
you lose the passion for it.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
look
kind of
at
like
that.
what we do
Just
here.
asked about it.
We try to be the podcast, and then we try to get people to donate money and subscribe, and like that takes the passion out of what we're doing in front of the mics, And I'm like, I gotta get somebody that's willing to talk to sponsors.
That's why
and
I
this
stopped
and that.
doing music, bro.
Yeah.
I did music for like 10 years straight.
Yeah,
And I came to the realization that two things. I don't have enough money, and I don't have the right team.
yeah,
And if you don't have one, two, or both, at least one of them, but if you don't have both of those, at least one of those, hang it up.
yeah,
You have a hobby. You can't even take yourself seriously.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? For somebody else to take you seriously. Because if you can't pay to get the job done, or having the people on your team to do the job for you, it's not going to get done.
yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
It's
there's
not
stuff
gonna
that
get
you
done.
don't even know
There's
that nobody's
most of the
taught you
stuff
about that you need that
Exactly.
needs to be
Because there's no
done that
book.
you don't do it. Yeah,
There's
You
no
need
book.
someone
There's,
that
there's
actually
no
knows.
rule. Like, if I want to be a carpenter, I
Yeah.
can go to school and learn all there is to learn about carpentry, get licensed, and
Yeah.
then go out and be a carpenter, open my own carpentry business, and all of that, right? And I can do that pretty much any industry that there is, except for this one.
yeah,
There's no school that I can go to a person going to break down to me everything I need to know about the music industry. Why? Because there's a lot of money being made behind people's ignorance in the music industry. So if they actually give up the truth to what really goes on, it'd be a wrap.
yeah,
Like I just realized myself, like there's like half these companies that I used to pay personally. I'm wasting my money.
yeah.
Facts.
And I had a whole conversation with him. I think I posted a couple days ago. I had a whole conversation with him like, yo, I'm not paying y'all to do A, B, C, and D when I can do it myself for this much, and I got this information. And you're like, yo, basically, I'm not supposed to know that.
Yeah. Well, you know, a lot of these artists, when they say, hey, I got signed, well, when a lot of that I got signed means, hey, they just loaned me $10,000.
Yeah,
I got to pay them back that at some point. They don't understand that,
you know. Artists ain't even getting to that level. Like, that's a 90s thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's a 90s. I got signed. That's a 90s thing. That ain't happening no more.
Yeah, nobody's getting signed
anymore. That's not happening no more. No, you go viral.
Yeah.
Or you become popular enough on the index to where they push your joint and then they make a deal but via distribution or something like that. But getting signed, that's not a thing like that no more. Nah.
Exactly.
Nah. If you actually like Ice Spice.
Yeah.
Latest person who actually we saw sign a deal. If you're actually signing a deal as an artist to an independent label who basically has a distribution deal with a Universal or a Sony, or because there's only three major companies: Universal, Sony, and Warner Brother, I think.
Yeah.
Those are like the big three. Everybody else is a sub company to one of them, and then you got companies who are sub companies to one of them, and then you find yourself as an artist to a sub company of one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like all these companies are in your pocket though. If you the artist down here and and for her, I guess Yo Gotti I think signed her, right? No, Nicki.
Glorilla.
Nicki signed Ice Spice, right? So you got Ice Spice here, Nicki Minaj and her label.
Yeah.
Then Young Money, if she's still attached to them.
Yeah.
Then Cash Money, because they attached to them. Then Universal, because they attached to them. And then Sony, because they attached. That's 8 other companies above you.
Yeah.
Out of your hit single.
And you working for all of them.
And you work for all of them.
Yeah. And they gonna you ain't gonna get much.
There might be one person who you see every day who signed you and all that kind of shit. But there's 9, 10 other people above them who you owe. And you ain't even met them before.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So out of your $100, maybe 2 is yours.
So how do you see about going about, because you guys are in this music industry.
Yeah.
How do you see about beating that system, or what's your plan on that?
Man, it's
just trying to be independent and do shows.
No, it's not because
go viral.
That only goes so far, and the viral game is a joke. For me, it's understanding where we at in music, and it's not really tangible anymore. You know, so it's all digital.
Yeah,
so you have to understand the algorithm. What is the algorithm? What?
Oh, I understand, because we're trying to beat that ourselves.
You got to understand the algorithm, and once you understand the algorithm, what metrics are being used on the algorithm, because there's certain metrics that's being used that the algorithm is calculating universally, and they're using this to decide this is what's popular or this is what isn't.
Yeah.
And based on what's popular, based on what the algorithm reads, if it's popular enough, they push that forward. So it don't matter how much money you pay, for real. If the algorithm don't read you as popular, you're not going to the next stage.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you have to learn the algorithm, read the algorithm, figure out what statistics and data is being used to feed the algorithm, and then you feed that data.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If there's 20 other platforms being calculated by the algorithm to collectively decide what's popular, you got to be on as many of those 20 other platforms.
Yeah.
And working them joints, and then once they calculate it and see, like, okay, he's here, he's here,
oh,
Andy's here, Andy's here, Andy's here, Andy's here. All right, who's talking about Andy? All right, how many fans Andy has? Who's retweeting Andy? All right, he's popular. Push it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no people doing that. That's all AI.
Yeah. See, I've been doing that by, I guess, out of accident, because I'm on every platform, and I didn't see it the way you said it, but I've been like, you know, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. We're big. We're probably the biggest of us. We're probably bigger on Facebook than any of them. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. We're trying. We're putting our Twitter. Yeah, we're putting our name out there everywhere. We're just like, hey, enjoy the damn show. You know what I'm saying?
When I learned that there was more than a dozen platforms
being
used by the algorithm to calculate what's popular and what's hot and what isn't.
Yeah.
What artist do you know has the time to manage more than 12
Man,
platforms.
it's crazy because like me and Johnny,
work your job.
Me and Johnny,
pay your bills.
Me and Johnny do that, and and I got 2 jobs and grandkids and kids, and the podcast. So I'm a busy guy. Not even even too busy to even like look into some of the stuff that you've already done, or listen to your album, like all the way through. I got to listen to a few of the songs because I listened to about 3 or 4 yours and then 3 or 4 yours. So, but like it's so busy. Like, and then there's the whole we got to start. Because Facebook used to pay us, man. Like Facebook would pay us $800 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
now
they stopped
monetizing.
Yeah, well now they pay it.
To do it through like ads.
Yeah, now we get paid $130 a month. We went from $800 to $130. It was like, you're killing me.
Everybody started doing it.
Yeah. So everybody started doing it.
Yeah.
$18.
Yeah, like last month we made $25. It's like, and then they said, "Oh, y'all aren't doing original content." Like, what do you fucking mean?
Yeah.
Like, what do you fucking mean?
But if you feed the algorithm,
Yeah.
it don't matter what your content is.
Yeah, man, we're reaching a lot of people on Facebook, and we're reaching a lot of people, and it's like, why would our money go down like so quickly? Because like they changed it, and a lot of people don't understand that. And then we got people donating us money and helping us and being sponsors and stuff. But it's so hard to even like do this creative part and then try to do the whole money thing. And I'm sure you guys have the same.
That's why you go back to YouTube.
Yeah.
Because YouTube ain't changed nothing.
Yeah. Well, we're on YouTube.
That's why you gotta
You
have
we're
have
streaming.
1,000 subscribers yet?
No.
Not yet.
All right, so listen, when you get to 1,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
that's when you can actually begin to
Oh.
monetize on your videos.
We're
and go
trying.
live.
And 4,000 watch hours.
And 4,000
Yeah,
watch hours.
and a couple other things. Like you got to get so many. Now you got to get so many on the shorts now
At a
too.
certain time, yeah.
The shorts that they have, you got to.
Yeah.
You got to do something else
All
too.
you're doing is taking your macro content, which is the show, right? So
Yeah.
let's say you got 2 hours of footage.
Yeah.
You do that and you slice that up and turn it into micro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That right there, pick a day, schedule out your post to where you don't have to touch anything. It just does it on its own. That's where we're at now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
it's really simple. It's just more so, do I have the mental space for it?
Yeah, that's what it is. The
You
mental
know what I'm
space.
saying?
Like,
The
do I
mental
have the
space
time
for
and the
it.
mental space to do it?
Like sometimes
Because I
feel
had
like
to
doing
sit
it,
here
but
and watch
sometimes you
this whole.
don't.
I had to sit here and watch this whole 2-hour show again and cut it into little bitty pieces.
Exactly.
And it's just me and
do that-
Johnny
do that
doing
for
most of it,
every
you know.
Show, it gets taxing now.
Yeah,
after a while.
yeah, it does.
So
It's
you
like
have to have some, and that's like with our connection. Like I work on the brand 24/7.
yeah,
She's not able to.
yeah.
You know
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
Johnny works
But
on it
she's the
24/7.
artist, you know what I mean? So like, if the artist herself isn't even able to work on her own brand 24/7 because of other life obligations,
Yeah.
how is the artist ever going to get to that next level? Because by the time you get home from everything else, you want to do music, but it's like shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta take
I'm
this.
taking a nap real quick, and this was a real quick nap. 5 hours later, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
I wasted the rest of the day.
You know, and
Yeah.
that's nothing against the artist. That's his life.
Yeah.
So you gotta have somebody or multiples of somebody's who's taking care of your social media.
Yeah.
Who's taking care of the emails. I schedule at least 50 to 100 emails a day
yeah,
to go out to potentials, whether it be a venue, whether it be a radio station, whether it be a playlist. Like I'm always looking for the next thing
Yeah.
for us to do. And if you don't have somebody always pushing your brand all day, every day, you're not gonna make it. Why? Because there's a whole machine out there.
oh yeah,
There's a whole machine that's feeding you content 24/7 that you're
Yeah.
competing with.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. I do. I understand it more. Like I understand it more than you think I do. Because
Yes.
like me and Johnny work at this thing, and I have a full time job. I work during the day, and then I have a little business that I run to. And Johnny is running the social media
Yes.
most of the time, and because
From the time that I wake up, from the time that I sleep, I'm always on the
you
brain.
gotta have somebody like that.
yeah, and I it wouldn't have been this big as it was if without me and him working together on it. So you gotta, like you said, you gotta have a team. One person can't do it.
No,
I need like 4 more
Like
Johnnies.
exactly. Like they
That's-
say,
that's
no
why
man is an
network
island,
big.
man.
Yeah,
No
I wish I
man is
could
an island.
clone this motherfucker right here because I'd have like 5 of
It's
them.
like I told her, I said if I
And he takes out the
had-
trash.
Yes.
If I had a
I'm the
me,
best trash man around.
if I had a me in my career,
Yeah.
I would have got a lot further.
Yeah.
If I had somebody like me that's in her corner.
Actually need 4 U's.
If I had just one me,
Yeah.
I got pretty far by myself with no me's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Just me, you know?
Yeah.
But if I actually had somebody
Another you. You
guiding
needed 2 of
me
you.
along the way, 15, 20 years my senior or whatever,
Yeah.
and guiding me along the way.
Well, you
like,
went through a change too. Like when you started doing this stuff, it wasn't like this, right? It was different.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I was a part of the CD era.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
we was recording on actual machinery.
Yeah.
You know, I had compact discs and tapes. And
You could take something out there tangible and sell it, like you
Yeah,
say, stand on the corner
I
and
can't
sell
do
your
that
CD.
You
Yeah,
can't do that no more. Even though it's coming back around, like vinyl and CDs and,
Yeah.
all, and cassettes, because everything comes back eventually.
Exactly.
So it's coming, it's looping back around. But we are in this element where like the cars don't even have CD players no more.
no
You know, so how do I get you?
Bluetooth your phone to it and listen to it that way.
That's
Yeah,
too much.
yeah,
I like a CD. I can hand you. Boom. Here you go. Play it.
yeah,
Got to be quick. It's got to be quick. Because
Yeah.
people are about their time, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
So
now
so
you-
now, if I can't do that anymore, the closest thing that we figured out to do was tap cards.
yeah. Easy to DJ told me about that too.
Tap cards.
Yeah,
Her whole album was on the tap card. So that way, if we talking to somebody brand new, hey, yo, check this out. Tap the phone right to it, bing, right in your speakers, playing.
yeah,
Same way as sliding into the CD player back in the day. Like you gotta keep up with
Yeah.
how fast. Like I told her the other day, technology is moving a lot faster than people are.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you think that you are up to speed with where we're at, we done moved on to something else. You know
That's right.
what I'm
Exactly,
saying? So,
exactly.
so technology is moving faster than people are, and we're having a hard time keeping up with what the new medium is to get content out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not called music no more. It's not called videos no more.
No, it's called content.
Everything
Yeah.
is content.
Yeah,
Everything is content. Like
Yeah.
from somebody hurting themselves to a show like this to an artist like her. It's all the same thing. Just fucking
Exactly.
content.
content. Yep,
You
you're
gotta be
right.
on the ball with it too.
Just content. And everybody's attention span is as short as the wick of dynamite set by the villain who is ready for the show to be over.
That's right.
like nobody, you can't, like, I think the average retention time for a video is like 11 seconds.
Yeah. And we're doing 2 hours. We're probably
11 seconds. Yeah, like if you look at the thing right now, what it probably says like 6 or 7 people viewing, right? Them
Yeah.
are not the same 6 or 7 people when we first started. That's
No,
been cycling.
no. Oh, yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Because people don't stick around for anything anymore.
Yeah,
Like, and that's translating into life, to where people have this instant gratification expectation thing going. Like there's no work ethic being put into anything because everyone's expecting it right now.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go in the studio. I'm gonna make this song. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna distribute it. I'm gonna blow up now.
And now I got to start on the next song.
And that's just not how it works. You can't do that shit. It's your job.
Yeah.
If you fill out an application for a job right now, right? You get hired. You go to work the first day. Do you think on your first day at the job they're gonna put you in the managerial position? No. On the first day at the job, are they gonna give you a raise? No. You ain't done shit yet at this job to prove that you worth any goddamn thing. You just fucking here. And that's the same thing in life, especially in artistry. Like, just because you made a song, you decided to be an artist. We didn't ask you to. You decided to be an artist, right?
And that's the thing. Like people have also lost sight of like people like you if you do good shit. Like if you like what you do and you let that translate into your content, into what you do, and you keep a schedule and you stay on top of what you're doing, the people will come. You're gonna draw people to you that actually like your content, that actually mess with you.
Right.
And there's 8 billion people on the planet. So if you can at least
Right.
carry 1,000 people,
You're fine.
if you can't get 1,000 people to
Hang it
follow
up.
you to the ends of the
Hang it
earth,
up.
Yeah, no.
hang it up.
Hang it
Let
up.
it go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like free yourself of the burden, because you'll find yourself trying to find ways of still being you, but conforming to what everybody else wants to see.
Leon's gonna call in.
Who is?
Leon.
Okay. Let me see.
We got a caller?
Yep, he wants to call in.
My son wants to call.
Oh, son wants to call, huh?
Yeah. Let's see.
Y'all must be
right.
y'all must be losing.
He actually commented. He said that he's got the greatest modern hip hop vinyl collection.
He said what?
He said that he's got the greatest hip hop vinyl collection.
I'm about to read these comments. What are you talking about?
The greatest hip hop vinyl
I
collection.
got the greatest modern hip hop vinyl collection.
Yep.
What they got to do? What we talking about? Leon.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with what we talking about, Leon?
And also, he's been trying to sell his soul to the devil, and he ain't listening.
What does are these song titles or lines from your music? What are you talking about, Leon?
Yeah, Leon.
I want to
Go ahead and
know
explain.
because neither one of those comments are related to what we're talking about. So what
Exactly.
are you talking? Now you got me looking. Now you got me looking. Nah, you want to be on. You want to be on. I'll put you on.
He
You want to
said
be on? I'll put you on.
he said that this ep is fire as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to Leon.
EP.
That's right.
It's called EP, not F.
I'm assuming that means episode.
Yes.
All right,
Episode.
where we go. All right, where you go, Leon? Yeah, see, I can roll with that comment. That one I can roll with.
Yeah. Well, I got you hooked up to the board, so whenever you call, we can
No
let you in.
doubt, no doubt,
That's
no
right.
doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
He's a big hip hop fan himself because, well, I mean, I grew up during hip hop, and it started in 73. This is what they said, and I was born in 73, so I've lived hip hop myself, and I just played all this music with him while he was a kid, and he just grew up loving hip hop too. So, and I love rock and roll and all that stuff too. So,
Music is universal, man.
oh yeah, I love everything.
If you think I listen to just hip hop, you
Yeah.
are
What
kidding yourself.
do you listen to?
Besides her and
I
myself,
know.
not too much modern stuff.
Yeah.
I find myself listening to a lot of instrumentation, old classicals. But then I'll go back to like when I get into my modes, I turn on my like System of a Down, Serge Tankian,
Nirvana.
Nah, not really.
You didn't like Nirvana?
They okay. They
I like
okay.
System of a Down.
Yeah.
I'm a System of a Down head hard. Like
System of a Down?
Serge
Yeah. Wake
Tankian,
up!
System of a Down. Everybody, wake up!
Yep.
Yeah, everybody,
Yeah, I love that shit,
yeah. So like Toxicity,
Yeah.
that was my
Yep.
album.
Yeah.
And then when
How about
Serge-
Tool?
and
You
then
like
when
Tool?
Serge- yeah, I love Tool. And then when Serge did his solo album,
Yeah.
not the horror, I don't know how to pronounce that shit. Horror, how you pronounce that? The one before that,
Yeah.
with Empty Walls and saving us, killing us, and all that. Like that was my joint. I love that joint.
Yeah. You like Rage Against the Machine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a Rage person.
Rage.
Definitely a Rage person.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like music, man.
Yeah.
I like music. I listen to that, and then I'll turn all the way around and listen to something totally different as far as genre wise. Like,
Well, I mean, I'm the
whatever
same way.
resonates.
I'll be listening to maybe Nirvana or Metallica or something, and then all of a sudden I'm listening to Miles Davis, Kind of Blue. Like that's my favorite album of all time. Is Kind of Blue.
And see,
Miles Davis.
I can't blend them though.
Yeah.
I can't go from like.
No.
Next song, but like.
No, the
I
next
can't-
day,
I
you
can't
know.
do that.
You
Yeah.
can't.
Be like the
It's
next day, I'll be in the,
Like I have a whole I'll play the Bob Marley Legend album.
Yeah.
Just play that whole straight through. That's my vibe for the day. And I might come back later on and play like some John Forte or
John Forte.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
love
Big
John
Big
You know
Forte.
about John Forte?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
okay,
He was on the Carnival, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, John Forte was
And
on
I'm
the
a big
Carnival.
fan
Yo.
of Bob Marley.
I love Wyclef and
Forte
Lauryn
was
Hill,
one of
John
my
Forte.
favorites. Like, he's like very few people know about Forte.
Yeah, I remember John Forte.
He's one of my top. If I had to make a top 5, he's in my top 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine would. I
He's in my
love
top
Most
5.
Def. Yazim Bey. I love Yazim Bey. I can listen to anything.
I would say that if I had to say that who had the most influence on what I would say what my style is my local crew, man, Militia, Andre 3000, John Forte, and Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
No,
List.
that's me.
About Doom.
No,
You don't like Doom?
not as a rapper.
No.
As
a producer,
yes.
yeah.
As a rapper, fuck no.
Yeah.
Respect the Doom.
Oh,
and all,
yeah.
and all the Doom.
Oh,
Because I know
well,
I'm gonna get some flack behind that.
My
I know
son
I'm
and
gonna
his
get some-
friends,
I
they
know
think
I'm gonna
the
get
Doom
some
is the
flack
best,
behind
yeah.
that, but listen, no.
He's their favorite rapper's rapper. Favorite rapper.
Doom is a dope producer.
Yeah.
I like the monarchy, the
Z Love X.
all that and all that, but the style, the rapping, no. I'm not a animated person when
Yeah.
it comes to music.
Yeah.
And he's like an animated kind of rapper, like he's like Eminem to a degree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where like the stuff that you're saying, you're not really gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just sounds good to say.
Yeah.
But you're not really gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm a reality rapper. You know what I'm saying? So
Who's your favorite Wu-Tang guy?
Put them on the spot.
Because it's
man.
different every time for me. You know, like one day I
we
love
talking about we talking
Ghostface.
about the original 9, right?
Yeah, the original
Yeah.
9. Well, and Kappa.
And Cap.
Yeah.
See, it's
There's
hard
10 of
for
them
me
because
it's hard for me to. I have personal
because
experiences
Yeah.
with certain people, so.
yeah,
But just leaving that part alone, just music itself,
yeah.
Jizza.
Jizza. I loved his
I have
la-
to say Jizza because
uh,
because like Method's dope,
yeah,
but he's not scientific enough for me,
yeah,
right? So is Ghost and so is Ray.
Yeah.
They all fit that category.
yeah.
Master Killer is scientific, but he ain't dope enough for me.
No, it's right. He ain't
You know
dope
what I'm saying?
enough.
He ain't dope enough.
He's got.
But
He's
Jizza's like that fine medium of being dope, but also being
like a genius.
Exactly.
The genius.
He's perfect for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I love I love genius. I
all
love
love Jizza.
Jizza.
Yeah. I
you
fuck
know,
with Jizza heavy, man.
Yeah, Breaking the Surface was one of my. Was that what the name of it?
Beneath the surface.
Beneath the Surface,
Yeah.
breaker won't now.
Yeah.
Like and then he did the ABC on there, like
Yeah,
he
the
went from
spring
ABCs. To, yeah, I was like,
I played
oh.
that for her for the first time. I say, man, son, this is the music. Listen.
Yeah.
Allah be born, see divine equality.
Yeah, I love that, man. Man, I wanted to see what else Old Dirty had in him too. You know,
Me too.
Yeah, A Song
It's
Unique.
the one
Son,
man
you
on me, a song.
yeah, I loved it. And
Love
RZA,
it.
man, I
ODB.
loved Bobby Digital, his album Bobby Digital. But like my favorite is Ghostface.
Yeah, Ghost
Ghostface
cool.
Wu Banger 101 is one of my favorite songs.
Ghost good. Ghost
Impossible
good.
is an awesome
That's a
song.
good joint too.
Yeah.
Of the Wu Tang, I say, let me see who did I actually have the opportunity to meet. I met RZA.
Really?
I met You God.
I like You God too.
I met Ghost. Who else did I meet? I met Master Killer. Text Meth. I ain't meet him, but we text.
Nice.
I think that's it. Cap, my bad. I'm leaving
Cap.
out Cap. Yeah, I met Cap.
Cap has-
Cap is cool as a motherfucker.
He's
Cap,
got one of the
like,
best.
He's like throw down the earth. Yeah, he's cool as a motherfucker. Cap
Yeah,
really
like
cool.
he got one of the best verses like on that. What was it?
You talking about Winter Wars?
Winter Wars. Yeah.
That's the verse that got him signed.
Oh yeah, when he came off, it was
that's
like
the verse
at
that
the
he
end of that
said.
song, like pop, 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 pop. I was like, oh my god, what's he doing?
Look, what's that say?
What was that? Cap done. Oh, you got his phone number. Call him up right now. Get him on the podcast right now.
Shout out to Wu
That'd be great,
Tang.
though.
Shout
yeah.
out to Wu Tang, man.
Yeah.
They definitely are instrumental in hip hop. man.
Oh yeah,
Instrumental,
yeah.
man.
They
Yeah.
man, like when I first heard, I think the first Wu Tang shit I really did hear was Liquid Swords.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
it's
first
dope.
heard Protect Your Neck.
That's the first.
That
release.
whole
That's the first
Jizzer
record, yeah.
album, Liquid Swords, was
That's one of the
dope
best.
as-
That's one of the best solos they ever put out.
yeah.
The Liquid Swords album is one of the best solos ever made to me.
Exactly, yeah.
It's shitting on like Purple Tape and all that. Like,
Oh yeah.
those joints got style.
And I don't even I like Iron Man way more than I like the Purple Tape.
Iron Man is way better than Purple Tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not as good as Liquid
didn't get
Swords.
it didn't get the acclaim that the Purple
it
Tape
did.
got. Well, it did, but like
Only reason why people
everybody talks about the Purple Tape.
because it was purple.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's, if you didn't actually buy the tape,
Yeah.
then the term Purple Tape means nothing to
Means
you.
nothing to you. Yeah. But Iron Man, I loved Iron Man way
Iron Man
better.
was my shit. I love Iron
Sit
Man.
back, tally it. Oh.
Same here.
So what's your favorite album of like as far as hip hop or as far as R&B? What?
As far as like hip hop,
Yeah.
my favorite album,
Yeah. Something you just put on and you can listen to every song.
every song. I'm biased. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Oh, I love that. That's
The
like a
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
that's
Like I spit like, don't get me wrong, I love Wu-Tang. I love old school 90s hip hop. So it's not like a tape that I can put on. It's more so an era.
yeah.
So like I'll put on my 90s R&B or hip hop playlist and just kind of let that go. And just flash through the memories of, okay, this on this, and okay, that's on that. And then like maybe it'll venture me off and I'll go into the album. But as far as like a whole full album, like I listen to just about everything.
Yeah.
As long as
Lauryn
it's
Hill
playlist
is
somewhere.
Outkast.
I'm telling you, Lauryn Hill's right up there with
Outkast is awesome.
as far as rap and singing. Like she's awesome.
Yeah,
Like, I love Lauryn Hill.
And also,
My favorite-
Have you heard of Chica?
Who?
You ever heard of Chica?
I've heard Chica.
You heard of Chica?
Yep.
She's dope too.
Okay.
She's more so modern, but like her EP that she just dropped. Oh my god, like she goes ham.
Yeah.
And she goes ham. She's dope too.
Yeah.
So she's
Speaking
somebody I
of,
can actually.
So you
her.
being a musician, do you listen to a lot of new stuff? Because like a lot of musicians don't listen to new stuff because they don't want to like.
I mean, I'll be honest. I own a lactation business, so I do hair for a living. So I don't always just listen to my music. I listen to a variety of things because it's like there's other people in the room. So
Yeah.
So like I said, I'll put on my playlist and just rock. You know what I'm saying? It could be some country music.
Oh, really?
I love country.
No, she's country as fuck.
I
Yeah.
love country.
What's your favorite country artist?
Oh man, Chris Stapleton.
Oh yeah,
Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton's awesome. Yeah.
The Traveler?
If you actually made it to the Mayfest,
If you haven't listened to The Traveler, you're tripping.
if you made it to the
That's right.
Mayfest show, she actually did the Tennessee whiskey cover.
Oh, you covered it.
She covered
Oh
it.
man,
love
funny
that.
story. I used to bartend at this karaoke bar called Max back in the day, and we would have a few shots in this, and then there was this bartender. It's my dog. Shout out to Pants, I love her. She would be like, sing Chris Stapleton D, sing Tennessee Whiskey D. And so I would like hop up like every weekend. I would grab the microphone, I would get up there, and I would sing it. And I was known for doing that. But the whole entire album itself.
Oh yeah,
is
Chris is awesome.
beautiful.
Yeah,
For
I
it-
say
for that-
Chris like I know him. I don't know him.
First name.
How
basis.
about Tyler Childress?
I don't like it.
Oh, you don't like Tyler Childress?
You talking about the new age?
Yeah, new age.
Nah,
No.
alright.
Tyler Childers ain't new age. He's like a more like a man. You just listen to him.
George Jones.
Tyler Childress is actually from in Kentucky here, close to Kentucky. He's a Kentucky guy.
Oh,
Tyler Childress.
Tyler
You would if you love Stapleton, you'll love him.
so I'm trying to think about what guy I'm thinking about. That one guy that everybody was going crazy about. They tried to get to come here, light skin, kind of.
Kane
Yeah.
Brown.
Kane Brown. Yeah.
Kane Brown.
Yeah,
Kane
Tyler
Brown.
Childress is he's a guitar. He plays the banjo and stuff like that. He's more of a Kentucky sound, but he's great. And some of his music would remind you of like a lyricist, a good lyricist, because he's like he's putting his words together. And we'll play some for you after the show because I can't play it on the show because they'll get copyrighted. But
Right.
Of course.
yeah. But who else do you like?
I love Cam. I love her song "Burning House."
Yeah.
I love that. Definitely love that. I go back as far as Fleetwood Mac. I love them, and they're like a blend. If you ask me, they're a blend between like country and it's kind of like pop kind of sound.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like if you really listen to Lincoln Lounge Part 2, like I began to really channel that blend. Like they're the first ones I actually seen do that.
Yeah.
I love Tracy Chapman.
Oh yeah.
I love Toby Maguire. I love as far as when it comes to that type of sound, there's probably other art. Like that's the thing. I'm a playlist person. Like I'm a modern day. I'm like the oldest of the new and the newest of the old. I was born in '93.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like a playlist chick. So I just all the songs that I like, I put them in one spot, one place.
Yeah.
Press play.
Yeah, we used to call it mixtapes back in the day.
You got mixtapes back in the day, but that's
Yeah, playlist was the mixtape.
Right.
Back in the mixtape,
Right.
we used to have a cassette, and a little bit.
And the cassette on the other.
Yeah.
And you tape up the end over here.
Man, what I would do, I
Play,
would have
play.
I'd have a different radio sitting over here, and then put the other one, put the recorder next to it.
You ruin the quality like that.
Yeah.
Now, you see,
Oh
you
yeah,
gotta-
I know I was ruining the quality,
you gotta
but
press play on one side and record on
Yeah.
the other side.
But I had a recorder.
CDs, man.
I had I had a recorder, the one that laid
With the
down.
sensor joint. Yeah.
A cassette recorder that recorded like.
You had the shit that
sounds.
they use in school, man.
Yeah, but then I had the radio because I didn't have the cassette and the radio together, so I had to put them next to each other.
You were struggling.
Yeah, I was struggling.
You were struggling.
Yeah.
That's
You know
for
where
the
York
love of
Street
music.
is?
That's for the love of music, right
Y'all know
there.
where 80th Street and York Street is? I
yeah.
grew up on York
That's
Street.
for the
Come
love
on.
of music right there, bro.
Yeah, y'all had the actual mixtapes. I didn't get to do that part.
Yeah.
I didn't get to do that part. I got to burn CDs.
Yeah.
So I was
If
live
you ain't had no tape, you had to stuff the thing in the hole.
Man, when
to MP3, you know what I'm
iPods
saying?
came out, man, iPods was the shit. Yeah, because you can have all kinds of
I
stuff.
didn't have an iPod. I had an MP3
MP3
player.
player. Yeah.
Me
That's
too.
what I had. Little square johns that ain't as digital as the iPod.
That's
yeah,
right.
that's crazy. But that's what I'm saying. We talking like this shit ancient.
Yeah. We do. We are. It
Think
is.
about how many different mediums we've gone through just in our own lifetime.
Yeah.
Right? I'm post 8-track, right? I wasn't around for the 8-track.
Yeah.
I came after the 8, which is a cassette tape, right?
Yeah.
So in my own lifetime, again, I'm 42 years old, right?
42. I'm a little bit older than you.
Right, so
I'm
boom,
33.
we got cassette tapes.
Yeah.
What came after that?
CD.
Well, before cassettes, we had vinyl. My bad. So
Well,
we got
yeah,
vinyl.
we had
got
vinyl.
Then we got CDs, right?
CDs.
No, cassettes, then
Cassettes.
CDs. Then after
Cassettes,
CDs,
floppy disk, the CDs.
cassette, floppy, the CDs. All right, so we got 2 or 3 of them, right? So after CDs is what? MP3?
Yep.
Yeah.
After the MP3 is what?
iPod.
Phone.
iPod.
Your
The
phone.
The iPod joints, right? All that joints.
Same thing. Yeah.
The
MP3.
downloads and all that. After that is what?
Digital.
Then your phone, because your phone start being.
I mean, that would still be considered.
All that's phone.
Because
All that's still
if
phone.
if you had the right phone, like the chocolate,
Yeah, all that's
you know what I'm
still
saying,
phone.
you could play music
Yeah.
from your phone.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right, so there's different mediums of that whole download shit. Because y'all left out ringtones. Y'all left that whole
I still
era
got a
out.
bunch of CDs at
Y'all left the
home.
whole ringtone era out. There was a
Oh
whole era.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
was the whole era we had to pay for ringtones.
Yeah.
99 cents.
99 cents for ringtones. Y'all
Now I feel old. I'm
Y'all
on
forgot about that,
33.
didn't y'all?
Or you held your phone up to the radio.
Exactly.
Ah, yeah,
and
made your
recorded
own. Yeah,
ringtone.
there you go. You was doing what I was doing. Yeah.
Up until all the way fast forward to streaming, right? Because Spotify wasn't the first ones to do it.
No, there was a Napster and stuff like that.
And
Yep.
before
We're still in
them
it then.
was I can't.
Livewire.
That was a downloading service though.
Yeah.
Where you can just find other like a peer to peer. My bad. A peer to peer service where people could upload shit. You can just download shit. That was
Yeah.
cool. That wasn't.
And
That wasn't
download a virus right
Napster.
away.
Play
Who said
Napster?
Napsterplaylist.com.
But Napster started it.
Yeah.
Napster was because they got sued and all that shit.
Yeah.
Napster was the one who put it out there like, yo, fuck buying music, just play it here.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, yo, for real?
Listen to this shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then you download one and you get a damn virus and your damn
Yeah.
computer is gone.
All right, so that's what, late 70s, early 80s to now.
Yeah.
So in 40 years, we've gone through at least 10 to 15
Yeah.
different mediums of music.
I guess before too long they'll have a chip in your brain and then you just gotta just send it to your brain.
I mean, they got sound and glasses now. The way, like,
Yeah,
little speakers.
we're at virtual reality now.
Yeah.
We're at virtual reality now. Don't think that there won't be a time where you can't just throw the glasses on and be at a concert.
Oh, it's already
coming.
happening. Yeah, it's
coming.
already happening. Yeah.
If you want to go to Beyonce's concert and you can't physically be there in Dubai,
VR.
trust me, bink, throw the VR on. You're gonna be right there front row.
Yeah.
That's
Because
right.
they're gonna have a drone or something right there in the front that takes up that front seat.
And that's going
filming
to force
and
everybody to
following.
get VR glasses.
Yeah. And they're gonna still charge you like you was there.
Yeah. Like, and you can only watch it unless you have a pair of VR glasses.
Exactly.
And a subscription. You paid that
That's how that works.
pay-per-view
man.
money.
But what we tend to do as people is we fall victim to the convenience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what gets that they capitalize.
See, that's
Is that Leon?
yes.
They They capitalize on the convenience.
Hey, Leon, hold on for a second.
The fact that either we don't know how to do it or we're too lazy to do it.
Yeah.
One of the two.
See, that's what we try to do. We try to, in this show here, we try to get people to come out to the wrestling shows and actually support the local wrestlers and come out to like concerts like yours and have them come and actually get physical and do it.
But that's just not. That's not human nature.
No, so
it's
much to watch
nature.
on the damn show
it's
right
not
there.
Human nature to like your strongest supporters will not be the people that you know.
Oh, I know.
It's even written in the Bible. The prophet is never respected in his own home.
We already know that because we'll go out of town and do a show down in Caverna or in Hazard, and people, they love us. They know us. We feel like fucking celebrities. Here in Lexington, nobody pays attention to us at all.
No.
We got fans, but and down there they were like, "Oh man, it's NiceGuyAndy podcast." It's like, "Hey guys, signing autographs and everything."
Yeah, because here you're Andrew.
Yeah.
And whatever they know you as,
the guy that went to Henry Clay.
Or the like, he got this little podcast that he be doing, and this little. I don't never put the word little in front of anything I'm doing. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah. It could be something minute. I'll never put the word little in front of it because I'm already diminishing the value of it myself. And if I'm gonna personally diminish the value of it, how can I expect somebody else to value it if I'm calling it little?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she got the little music career she be doing. No. Yeah. We got this career we popping off right now.
Yeah.
You ain't got no little podcast, bro.
I don't say podcast. That.
I start talking to people.
I talk like
we are bigger.
I tell everybody like it's the biggest thing in the world.
I mean, it is the biggest
thing.
Yeah,
but
Johnny knows.
Subconsciously,
it's the biggest thing in my world.
But I've heard you say it today at least 3 times.
What's that?
Little.
I said little?
It happens.
Oh, probably,
like
yeah, probably.
It's just like
I've
that.
Never
We
think
have to catch ourselves.
We are the Rinky Dink Bullshit Podcast.
But we have to catch ourselves with that type of
shit.
shit.
Hey, Leon, you got some questions? I got 13Five here and Anonimuss Rose.
Nah, I've just been listening for real. This is like mad inspirational,
Leon,
mad lessons. Lessons. I've been trying to decode everything bro says because like I don't know if I'm gonna do this music shit. Like bro was fucking like bro was really teaching that shit. Like bro was really saying some shit that like hit me. Like the shit that he was saying really like resonated with me. About just like all of it. Like even what he was just saying right there, like you can't say it's no little shit. Like that like I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It all starts and ends with you. Yeah, as far as
for real.
As an artist, man. Like if you don't know, learn. If you can't learn it, find somebody that know. Like don't just wing it. Like a lot of people just winging it, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just winging
Well,
it.
the first thing is to do it. You got
it's an old quote.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
Quote. You ever heard of Zig Ziglar?
Yes.
Yep.
It's an old Zig Ziglar quote. He says, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great."
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's like when I didn't know how to do a podcast, I just bought some equipment and we started doing it, and like it probably was the shittiest thing you ever seen at the first, but like, we got to this point. We got to this point, and then we're gonna even get better than this at some point.
When you first started walking, you know how many times you fell?
Oh, I'm sure.
A lot of times.
Every time when you first started.
I'm gonna chime in on this one.
Go ahead,
My first tape, Euphoria, was so poorly mixed. I still dropped it anyway.
Yeah.
You know why? Because
that's what I'm about to do in a couple days.
People can still.
I'm about to do the same
back.
thing.
You know what I'm saying? People can still look back and watch my transition. So it doesn't matter if it's 4 people watching.
Hey, I'm about to order some food.
3.
I'll call you back.
All right, bye.
Fire jacket, by the way. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, thank you.
I love you, Jack.
You know what? Y'all don't stop interrupting me, goddamn.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Like, okay, so what I was saying was that it doesn't matter how many times you do it. Put some faith and some inspiration behind what you're doing. I don't care if it is a rinky-dink ass podcast.
Yeah.
Wear that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
own it.
Push that.
Yeah.
But make that your thing. We need T-shirts.
Yeah.
They say rinky-dink with 80 on the back of it. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we own it. We own everything.
Own every little bit. Like, when people go back and listen to you for you, they'll be like, oh, God. Like, that's not it's not.
No.
But however, have you seen how far I've come?
Yeah, we did shit.
You know what I'm saying?
We
Sometimes
started
you just
doing
gotta
it.
Put it out there.
We didn't wait until it was perfect.
to-
We just started.
I should be able to go to your old shit and then compare it to your new shit and see elevation.
Yeah.
I shouldn't. Your old joint and your new joint shouldn't sound the exact same.
No,
if it
no.
do, then there's no growth.
Yeah.
Even in podcasting, like it took me, like even with PYT Radio, and I love it because I can honestly say like people still ask about it, like where is PYT at? Where are you guys? Because we just kind of living our separate lives, but
Yeah.
it took me 6 consecutive months of just reaching out to people
Yeah.
first, like asking for people to send music in or playing music or giving this image that, you know, it's popping. It took like 6 consecutive months. Every Monday and Wednesday we went live. We did not miss any. Like if somebody was absent, it didn't matter. Somebody kept it going.
Yeah.
Every Monday and Wednesday we went live. Every Friday a review. That's every week for 6 months straight, up to 7,000 views.
Yeah.
After so long, like if you stay on top of it, if you stay pushing it, it can be exactly what you need it to be. It's the consistency.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what the algorithm looks for. Is your consistency.
Literally,
You know what I'm
literally
saying?
what it looks
Yeah.
for.
Like so like
We're pushing 1 million engagements.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it should show
Yeah.
every single time.
But like she said with the consistency, one thing with the algorithm is that the algorithm doesn't look at your peak
Yeah.
or your greatest decline.
Yeah.
it looks at
It
the
disregards both of those and finds the medium.
middle. The
So if you
middle
had a
part.
month that you were just banging, just 1 month though,
Yeah.
and the rest of the year wasn't shit,
Yeah.
that 1 month wasn't shit either.
We're kind of consistent.
Exactly.
We're consistent with the numbers. We stay about the same numbers all the time. You know, you would be down 10% 1 month or 20% 1 month, and you know, but we're probably right in the middle. We're building. We're getting about 200 or 100 to 200 new followers every 28 days.
Yeah.
So
and that's
we're-
dope.
Yeah.
That's
good.
dope. But that's
Yeah.
Growth.
consistent.
That's
You
growth.
know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's growth.
That's
Yes.
consistent.
Yeah.
Like
So.
I tell him, he may not realize it now, but we are bigger than what he thinks.
Oh yeah, I definitely know it because if we leave Lexington and we go to a independent show down in Corbin, Hazard, Caverna, like they know who we are.
Yeah.
They like wanting autographs. They want to take pictures with
Yeah.
them. I'm like,
Yeah,
first
'cause
time
some
we went.
places like that. This is the big city.
Yeah, yeah. These guys are from the big city. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we love all of our
Lexington.
fans. Appreciate all the fans out there that love the Nice Guy Andy podcast, and we do appreciate you
Word.
guys. Thank you for commenting, sharing, and liking us, and thank you for tuning in tonight because we
Y'all
without
made
this
it
we love you
possible for me
guys.
to be here because if y'all wasn't on, there wouldn't be no show for me to come to.
I'm-
If it wasn't for people watching and listening and paying attention.
Yeah,
So,
Exactly.
I always like try to find people like you that I'm interested in. You know, you talk about the the 5%ers on your thing, and it just sparked my interest to have you on. And then you came and I learned that you were a musician, and then you bring your beautiful wife with you, and it just
There's a lot
snowball.
There's a whole avalanche going on.
Yeah, just snowballed it. And, we didn't get to talk
Start.
about as much as as we wanted to talk about.
I come back, man. It's
Oh,
cool.
I want you to come
Yeah,
back.
it's
I want
cool.
you to,
We definitely want
I
y'all
want both
back.
of y'all to be involved in this as much as y'all want to be because, and I'm serious about if you want to come and,
Yeah, no. I mean,
host or
listen,
co-host or
listen.
something like that because you've already done doing
Yeah,
some
we're
podcast
always
stuff.
looking for it.
I can do that,
Yeah.
man. I can do that. I
Yeah.
support anybody trying to support artists.
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I want to do more of that. So if you guys can help me find more artists to have on to interview.
Artists, man.
Yeah, to have more.
Plenty,
Yeah.
plenty.
Because we want to actually start doing this more. I started out the Thursday night shows to be doing this, and then we got overwhelmed with more of the wrestlers, so we kind of toned it back. Actually, we didn't have a wrestling show this week because I had you scheduled, and I actually had thought about like a
My
couple.
apologies to the wrestlers. I know I'm not
Well-
I'm not a ring thrower.
No,
You know,
we love. Actually, my fans like when I have somebody like you on because it gives them a little different perspective in life to see what else is going on, and everybody loves music too. So, but like we said, we was doing 2 shows a week, but now we're going to go down to 1 show a week so we can concentrate more on trying to get this show. The 1 show that we do every week to do clips and all that stuff to get on TikTok and all that stuff because doing 2 shows a week is a lot,
a whole lot.
Yeah.
I had my own show that I was doing for a minute. I did maybe 4 episodes. I was like, you know what?
Yeah. It's a lot into it, ain't it?
I'm doing too much as it is. I just ain't got time for this too. Yeah. But I come to find out when I canceled it, everybody hit me up like, bro, why did you cancel the show?
Yeah.
That was like one of the illest platforms I ever seen. Like, why did you cancel this? But y'all don't realize, like, I got so much other stuff going on.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm trying to get this right here, this brand right here.
Yeah.
When we can get this to like, I have time and energy to focus on other things. But right now, I'm consumed. I'm tunnel visioned.
Yeah.
With getting the Anonimuss Rose brand to the next
level.
Well,
that's what that's very selfless of you, and that's what y'all need to do. You have to team up. You have to team up. Just like me and Johnny and Sean and Leon. We all. I need to get Leon and Sean more involved with the daily thing of the podcast, but he's always here for the show. Johnny's always here for the show, and Johnny, has a lot more free time than all of us, so he helps out. That's Diego. Diego calls every show. What's up, Diego? We're talking rap music tonight, so we'll have you call in next time.
You would have known him around Lexington. He was the guy always dressed
Oh.
like either Elvis or Michael Jackson.
Diego's the guy that walked around town dancing as Michael Jackson. Prince, over by the Walmart over there. He was.
Oh man,
he's a wrestler now.
What year was this?
Like just recently, right?
Yeah, it's been I think a couple years that he's been doing this.
Yeah.
Recently, he
dancing on the corner just to.
I ain't never seen that.
Yeah, he was. That was Diego.
I ain't never seen that.
Yeah. We're about 140 in. Let's talk about Lee.
All right. What you wanna talk about?
Well, out there in the podcasting world, we had Lee G News, and Lee recently passed away. Was a very terrible accident in Louisville. I don't know much about it. I didn't get to meet Lee, but he was in this genre of the wrestling we are.
Yeah.
He was an announcer. He covered sports around Lexington. I've seen him at places. Me and him said hi to each other a couple times, but I never got to have him on the podcast, which I wanted to have him on. He had been doing a lot more stuff in Louisville. You're very close with him.
Yeah.
He was a good man.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring down the mood of the
podcast.
No,
you're good. I can honestly say that my boohoo moments are behind me. For the most part. Unfortunately, the closer family can't say the same thing. Like his son and his mother
devastating.
And his sister and like that. But Lee is a good person, man. I think we all have the same story about Lee. 'Cause Lee was a stern on his stance of things, whether he's right or wrong. Like, this is what he's on. We all universally have agreed that if you didn't get into it with Lee at least once, he ain't like you.
Yeah, okay.
like.
So he had to argue with his friends.
Yeah, he definitely was an argue with his friends kind of person.
Yeah,
we all have that kind of story with him. But he was like this. I would say the smallest giant in the room. Yeah, because he wasn't very tall.
Yeah,
but he had the biggest heart that you would ever see. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I heard. A lot of good things about him. I heard a lot of good things about him.
Yeah, like. Lee, I don't think Lee would have known how impactful his presence here was.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize until after he passed. I
didn't realize it either.
Everybody came out. I was at the service and everybody came. It was beautiful. Everybody came out. I personally couldn't stay long because she had to perform at the Diversity Festival the same day.
Yeah.
But everybody came out from your Radio Lex to Lextropolis to the wrestling world Bryan Station, the K-State to. It was on the news, you know what I'm saying?
He was known, really. He was known around.
But for me personally, it was just Lee. You know what I'm saying? It was my brother. We had just recorded some new music like a couple months ago. I'm just sitting on basically. So it's difficult. Shout out to Miss Rose. Say his mother. Shout out to Bugs, his son, Michelle, his sister, and everybody, man.
How old was Lee?
Lee is actually 2 days older than me.
Oh, really?
We were born 2 days apart
I would have
in the
never
same hospital.
I would have never guessed he was even over 40. I never knew that.
Yeah. We were born 2 days apart in the same hospital.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Lee, shout out to him. Shout out to Jahaz because
Rest in peace.
They were actually born on the same day, just 2 years apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
And he's gone too.
Yeah, he passed in 2020. Like I would say 5 to 6 months after I came back.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's been a rough.
Was that the same guys that were in the group with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the other two guys in the group were gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
R.I.P. to them.
So it's been a roller coaster to say the least.
I'm sure.
Between those things and then her career doing this, and then life doing that, and then her career doing this, and then it's been a roller coaster. But we weathered it, you know, and it seems to be coming out of the valley back into the peak again.
Yeah.
You know,
good.
we spent a lot of time in the valley though.
Yeah.
we spent a lot of time in the valley, but while we were there, we didn't wallow in it. You know, we worked, we perfected the sound, and our connection. You know what I mean? Because when we first got together, it was a lot of, you know, she does it this way, I do it this way.
Yeah.
And then but we had to find that. Okay, well,
This is what
we do.
Yeah.
You know, and now we got that,
That's what
so
I'm talking about.
it works. It
Yeah,
works. It
yeah.
works.
You're
So,
putting in that work.
yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that. You gotta put in that work if you want to succeed.
Oh, that's without a question. You're not getting nothing. You're not getting nothing accomplished without it.
Yeah.
You're not getting nothing accomplished without it, man.
So, what's your plan? Where do you see you guys in the next year and the next 5 years?
Well, based on the current rate of things, because like she's currently in the top 100,000 artists in the country. So based on the current rate of things, we should be pretty okay in about 6 to 8 months, maybe a year, in regards to notoriety levels.
Yeah.
Like our followers and our listeners and all that. Those numbers are pretty good right now. But we're taking the show on the road in December.
Y'all going on a tour?
No, our next tour is in December, and actually, I'll let her talk about it. Tell us about the next tour.
She's like, you know all this shit, man.
So the next tour is in December, and we will be on the West Coast.
Yeah.
So we'll be traveling from, I think, starting in Sacramento.
No, Portland.
So we'll start in Portland and work our way down to Albuquerque.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
And this is called the Long Way From Home tour.
Okay.
So the first one was This Is Anonymous, and now it's the Long Way From Home because I've never been to the West Coast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, besides Hawaii. So Hawaii is kind of like
That's not the West Coast.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle.
Yeah.
Not far
That is
from
not
the
the
West
West
Coast.
Coast.
Hey, let me
West
live.
Coast at all.
Let me live.
Not even the main.
Let me live. Waikiki looks like a Rodeo Drive.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's close enough. But I have not been to California or Colorado or, Washington State or, New Mexico. I've not been to those places. So this is a far reach.
Yeah.
I did the East Coast, my side of things, and now it's time to reach out to the far side where nobody, I won't say nobody, I would like to think that somebody knows me out there.
Yeah.
I would like to,
I'm sure they
my
do.
little heart
That's what we're doing between now and then.
and prepping up
Yeah.
to get people
You probably wouldn't believe who does know about you because
Exactly.
like we got tons of fans in Texas. We got people up in New York, New York City to watch us. Chicago watch us.
I'm banging overseas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I didn't think a lot of my popularity comes from overseas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's surprising. Like it's starting to pick up here in the United States. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But like the United Kingdom,
Yeah.
I cannot wait to tour there.
Exactly.
I know there's somebody that knows like my face, my music. Like, yo, she just dropped such. I knew her.
Oh my God!
Like, yeah, man.
She's coming here finally.
Yeah.
You're the biggest star in the United Kingdom. And you don't even know it.
She actually does have a nice following.
We got a nice following in India for some reason. I don't know.
Go figure. Go figure.
Yeah,
man.
I know, right?
So now, the first tour was in 2021, and that was 7 cities. This one is tentatively scheduled to be like 10.
10 cities.
Started in Portland, and Seattle, and then like 4 cities in California, because California's big as shit.
Yeah.
You know, Sacramento, San Diego, LA.
I think you said.
I'm forgetting one, but
Say
there's
Sacramento?
another. There's another. Yeah, Sacramento, San Diego, LA, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
And then after Cali, there's is it Vegas?
Did you say Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas, and then Albuquerque. No, Phoenix. I'm sorry.
Phoenix.
And then Phoenix,
Albuquerque.
then Albuquerque, then we come home.
Okay, cool, man. I bet y'all are excited about that, right?
No,
It's been a lot of work. You're not excited
Not at all.
But
Not
I
at
got
all.
something for you.
Not at all.
And it's like the month of my birthday too. So it's kind of like I'm going to be working.
Tours
for my
work,
30th.
man. But artists, listen.
My 30th
you go.
birthday.
Artists, listen. Tour is work.
yeah.
Okay? It's not fun.
No, it's not unless you bring a bunch of people with
The
you.
only, and even if you don't, the only thing that's going to be fun is the 20-minute to 30-minute set that you put together. Everything else, work.
Maybe we get you guys to call us from out there.
That's right.
Oh yeah, man, we could
But
definitely.
yeah, Leon Lexington had something they want to say. He said, "Let me and my boy open for y'all." He's doing wishful thing.
Hey man,
Hey,
I'm
get
gonna
good
take a
enough.
listen to your music, man. So if I like it, I ask. But you got to come prepared because I don't
Gotta
play
be
no
ready.
games.
Gotta
That's
man.
right.
You
Send
gotta,
her.
you
Yeah.
gotta be ready to fit your bill, fit your travel, be
It's
ready
a
to
lot.
walk,
It's a lot. It's
put
a
up
lot.
flyers, promote. Like
Her first tour was literally like her first tour was my first tour as a manager.
Okay.
I've been on several tours
Yeah,
as an
yeah.
artist.
Yeah.
But it was my first tour and it's not the same thing.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a lot that you have to
It's not
like.
the same thing.
I'm sure there's a lot that you have to look after,
Man, listen.
like booking hotel rooms and booking
That's
venues.
all the in advance stuff. I
Yeah.
can deal with that. That's
Yeah.
easy. It's the at the moment, in the present, that man, listen.
Yeah.
It's,
man, artists, the people thing.
Yeah.
Like I can honestly say like. I'm not gonna act like my first tour was like oh my god, a bang out. Like no, I had ups and downs.
oh
Like,
yeah,
I
we had
learning.
shows where wasn't nobody there.
Nobody
Oh, I'm
was
sure,
there.
yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Where some of the artists didn't show up.
Yeah,
Some of the artists didn't even bring their own people out
Yeah.
to come in.
but then we had shows like Greensboro
like
where it banged out. Everybody was there.
Louisville, Detroit,
Yeah.
Indianapolis, even
Yep.
even
Yep.
Indianapolis.
Yep.
DC, I was gonna say DC and Baltimore were a little bit harder because those are the type of cities where you kind of got like your own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was rough.
DMV area, you
Right,
know.
right.
So with Greensboro and with Louisville and with Detroit and even Lexington, like we in Indianapolis, we definitely had some nice shows.
Yeah.
Definitely had nice turnouts, but it was work. After
Yeah.
we got done with a show, we went back to the hotel, wake up at 4, pack up by 5, on the road at 6
to the next place.
to the
Yeah.
next place. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's definitely. This time around, I'm definitely gonna be more prepared. Like I refuse not to have fun because December 12th is my birthday, so I refuse to not have fun
And
for
I
my
think
30th
we're supposed to be
birthday.
in. It's either L.A. or Vegas.
It's either LA or Vegas.
L.A. or Vegas for your birth for that time frame. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
So
Let me see
you know,
if I
I
got it.
definitely don't want to, you know.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta figure out a way
Your
to
birthday.
celebrate.
Your birthday's just a couple days before mine. I was
your
born
birthday?
December 17th.
Nice. Yeah, that's my that's my grandmother's birthday. It's my grandmother's birthday. My father is on the 16th.
Nah, I don't have it. Yet.
But yeah, no, like it's definitely going to be different.
Yeah.
I like after I got back from tour in 2021, I definitely took the time off. Like I didn't do shit for like a year and a half, bro. Like, cause I had to process that. Like, is this the life you want to live? Is this really what it's about?
Yeah.
What do we do different next time?
Kind of on the roads where you make your money, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's where you hustle. The
Merch,
Yeah.
merchandise,
You know what I'm saying?
T-shirts, CDs, whatever you got to sell. I mean, that's when you're in people's faces. That's when you're pitching and selling yourself the most. It's easy at home to a degree, you know what I'm saying? But when you get on the road where nobody knows you,
Yeah.
and I'm like, as an indie artist, it's different than like having the machine behind you. See, when the machine's behind you, before you even get there, your posters are everywhere.
Yeah.
Your song's been all over the radio. Your video's been playing over and over again. Like, the machine has pushed you so much that you probably have a sold out concert by the time you even fucking get there.
Yeah.
But when you're indie, you got to find people like NiceGuyAndy.
Yeah.
You can come on their show while you're in town.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That you can and hope that Nice Guy Andy has a decent enough following locally.
Exactly.
Because I have a show tonight, Nice Guy. Can you tell your fans to come to my show tonight, please?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they all said they sent you the music to you.
Well, we don't have time to play it. We'll maybe play it for them.
That's pretty much how that works, and that's every city. You got to find a local podcast or radio who be willing to take a chance with you, because you're nobody basically, and put you on to a show, give you some airtime. Find a promoter locally who will give you a decent deal to pass your flyers out for you before you get there. And if you ain't got all that, it means you got one day. Because you got the day when you get there and the day you perform. Yep. Hopefully, it's the same day. Yeah. But the day you get there is your one day to flood the area with flyers.
I'm sure.
Talk to people.
I think the only city that we did that at was Detroit.
But that's because I
I
lived there.
You already know.
Long. I knew
you had some people already up there. Yeah.
So, but places like Baltimore and DC, we were dead in the water.
Yeah.
Because we was there like, boom, here. Nobody to help us, really. It was just us.
Yeah.
You know, there was no advanced radio show. There was no advanced in-store meet and greets. There was nothing for DC and Baltimore, and the show showed it.
Yeah.
Because we only had like 5 people show up total for both shows, you know?
Well, we've been on here almost 2 hours now. At this point in the podcast, I kind of let everybody say their little last words at the end. Well, not little last words, last words.
See?
No little shit anymore. Big last words. We're going to start saying that, really.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Johnny Lee go first.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that tuned in. Thank you, Anonimuss Rose.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, 13Five.
Yes, sir.
And Andy.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure. And Sean Jones. Always a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
You want to
You want to go now? You just shout out all your social medias. Thank who you want to thank. Talk about whatever you want to say.
Shout out to everybody who listens to the Nice Guy Andy podcast. It's a dope platform. Continue to support it.
Yes.
I don't necessarily give my social medias out because it's not about me anymore. So make sure you go follow Anonimuss Rose at Anonymous_Rose on Instagram and Twitter, and go to www.anonymousrose.com for all things from the Kentucky R&B Female Artist of the Year. And if you would like to sponsor Lexington Loud, because we are still accepting sponsorships.
Yes.
If you would like to sponsor Lexington Loud, please go to www.lexingtonloud.com. Find the register or sponsor button or tab. Click on that, and you'll be straight. Aside from that, peace to all the God's nerds. Peace to all the politics from the universe. I love y'all. I'm out of here. Yeah.
And go cop Lincoln Lounge Part 2 today. Not tomorrow. Today.
And one thing I want to say real quick for the artists, please educate yourself.
Yeah, please educate
yourself. More than
yourself.
anything, have fun, make music. But please educate yourself. Because a person like me, I'm really getting tired of putting like little, I'm going to say little too. I'm going to say little. I'm saying it on purpose.
Okay.
Putting little jewels, because they are small jewels, because they're pieces of a bigger jewel. Putting little jewels out there and nobody seeing or catching it.
Yeah.
Like, I know y'all don't know what y'all doing.
Yeah.
Admit it. Like, even in Alcohol Anonymous, they say the first step to fixing the problem is admitting that there is a problem.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know what y'all doing. I know y'all don't. I studied the numbers enough to know. I've looked up almost every artist in this city. I know what y'all numbers look like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know what y'all doing.
Might get you to manage us.
Educate yourself. Please educate yourself.
We might need you to manage
Please. Don't be the artist 10 years from now that could have been something, but you end up working at Kroger's because you didn't educate yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my last word.
Exactly.
You got anything to add?
I would like to say, just make sure you're doing what you love to do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's your creation, it's your craft, and there's a difference between being a singer and being a rapper versus being an artist. An artist is a complete brand, a complete package. So you have to understand that when you are a brand, you are a business, and when you are a business, you sell. If you cannot sell, you do not reap intake. You do not reap you don't reap what you are expecting to reap. Whether it's monetary, whether it's clout, whether it's recognition, it just doesn't come. So just make sure that you're doing what you love. Make sure that you do educate yourselves, and then listen. Take the time to listen. Open your mind up and say, to be a student is one thing, but to be a teacher now and actually trying to help people with it, it's another. So yeah. That's all I have, really. And take it, because there's going to come a time you're going to ring my phone, and I'm not picking up.
That's right.
I'm so serious. Because I'm so serious. I've spent so many years just trying to reach out and help. And it be kind of pushed off because I'm Dariana from the north side, or I'm Dariana that went to Bryan State. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep on doing what I do, but there's gonna come a day you're gonna ring that phone.
I feel that way too.
And I'm not gonna pick up, and it's no hard feelings. But what I'm learning is I see why celebrities and artists are distant.
Yeah.
It's not on purpose. It's because I tried already.
Yeah.
You didn't want to meet the criteria or the standards that it took, so I had to do it by myself. And I might as well just keep on continuing to do it by myself.
Yeah, you wasn't there when we needed you, so.
You wasn't with me all shooting in the
Why
gym.
you let me shooting in the gym?
Cooking in the kitchen. Whipping up the bird.
We got the same thing
You
going
asked
on.
about her. You asked, not her. You asked about Supreme Mathematics. You didn't notice her shirt?
I did notice, yeah. I did
I have the
notice.
Supreme Mathematics periodic table on me.
Yeah, I'd seen that like
That's a great shirt.
yeah. I noticed that in the middle of the thing, so. Yeah, and
We
we
brought you one, man.
Yeah, you should have. I would wear it. I really would.
Oh, I do have something
definitely
for you.
would.
Oh, you
we
got a
do have a gift. We do have a gift.
Oh man, y'all are awesome. Nobody ever brings gifts.
Here is your
Oh wow,
That's a
okay.
zero copy.
Okay.
I'll
Lincoln
sign
Lounge
for
Part
you.
You're gonna have to
2.
autograph
Look,
that.
I'll get that signed
we
for you.
I was gonna get y'all's autographs anyway. We got a book actually that we get everybody to
actually did.
sign, and then after the podcast, we'll get everybody to sign it, and then we'll take some pictures,
Dope,
and then
dope.
Nice.
so
That's Lincoln Lounge Part 2.
I want
Just
yours
came
too.
out. I ain't got one.
He
You
don't
ain't
even
got
have
a-
physical copy.
you got a
gotta
physical
go on
copy?
I
Bandcamp.
already told you, man. I don't do all that no more.
Yeah,
You gotta
okay.
go on Bandcamp.
My time
thank
is
you
come
so
and go
much.
on.
Sean
This
was
is
gonna say
awesome.
his goodbyes.
Okay, go ahead and say yours.
All right, I'd like to thank everybody for coming in. 13Five Anonimuss Rose, you guys were awesome and very informative,
Thank you.
very educational, and like I said, talking about Lee tonight, I think I've met him once or twice at a show, but other than that,
Great man.
he was a great guy when I met him.
Great man.
Andy and Johnny, guys, thanks for picking up my slack. That's a joke. Great. And everybody out there, stay nice.
Yeah, I want to go out and say thanks everybody for the Nice Guy Andy podcast for watching us, and go over to the Nice Guy Andy podcast Facebook page, like, share, comment,
Yeah, all that.
comments on the comments, like the comments, go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Subscribe to the Nice Guy Andy podcast Facebook subscriptions, guys. It's like $4.99. That it helps
That's
out
not
the
even expensive.
it helps out the podcast tremendously. We can get the more subscriptions we get, the more we can do with the podcast. We can get out there to your shows. We can get out to the more have more musicians on, more rappers on, have even people from out of town come in. So go over to the Nice Guy Andy podcast Twitter. We're on Twitter. We're on Tumblr. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook.
Reddit.
We're everywhere. So check us out.
Yes.
Check us out. We're on Reddit. Are we?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know.
Are we?
I didn't know that.
I like him. I like him.
Oh, he's the
He's
man.
me for
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah, he's the man. He's like he's doing everything. He's come up with his own skits and everything. He's got
That's what's up. Yeah.
he's got rivalries with the wrestlers.
That's
He
what's
takes
up.
bumps. He got last show he got chopped in the chest by a wrestler, smacked the shit out of him, but he just took it like a man. So, but check out Bobby Blade's YouTube channel.
That's micro content, by the way.
Yeah, check out Bobby Blade's YouTube channel. Check out Fandito YouTube page. And support your local wrestlers. Support your local rappers, your local musicians, your local music artists.
Support Kentucky, man.
That's right.
Kentucky for Kentucky, man.
That's
Exactly.
right, because no other state has been slept on more than Kentucky.
Kentucky for Kentucky.
We've learned. We've got some new friends tonight. 13Five we want to support you and help you with Lexington Loud. So when that comes around here in a couple months, we want to get you back in, and we want to help push this thing as big as we can.
We appreciate that, man.
So,
we really do. Man, shout out to Thomas Phillips of Brown Hour Productions, who have collaborated with us to make that happen too. So
heck yeah,
shout out to them.
So we'll get those guys on here too, and we'll talk all about it. We'll get some of the musicians on, the artists on. We're gonna get Nick Himes on if he ever gets his ass up here.
Hide the riot.
We're gonna get those guys on the podcast as soon as we can. And Lexington Loud, guys, it's coming soon. It's gonna be here
August 18th and 19th.
August 18th, 19th.
Anonimuss Rose's tour is coming up in December.
Yeah,
we got a lot going on.
If you're out the West Coast, you're out in Vegas, gonna watch. Go catch one of her shows. Buy the damn CD.
Buy the
What
damn
CD.
Buy
the damn CD.
Hold up.
That's a quotation right there for you. Buy the damn CD.
Buy the damn CD.
Yeah, buy it.
Right,
it's beautiful.
Also,
she sings.
Buy the damn CD, everybody.
Lastly, I forgot to mention, July 27th is Iron Mike Sharp Day. So we'll be at Al's Bar.
Okay.
IMS Day.
Nice.
Honoring Lee in Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah, we're honoring Iron Mike Sharp. So
hell yeah.
She'll be performing. Divine Karama will be performing.
Shout out to Al's Bar.
That's right.
Shout out to Al's Bar for that, definitely. Visual artists coming out, tribute songs, all type of stuff.
Let us know when that is. When is it?
July 27th.
July 27th.
July
We'll try to come over there and help
y'all
you
want to
guys.
come out and broadcast from there, y'all more than welcome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
and
try to do what we do.
My dad used to beat people up at Al's Bar.
Because what we're doing is, because they both love wrestling.
Yeah.
Right. So what we're striving to do, and maybe y'all can help us with this.
Yeah.
What we're striving to do is we're doing a raffle giveaway for SummerSlam tickets.
Okay. We probably
SummerSlam
get
August the 5th, I think.
we could probably get New South and some of the local wrestling organizations to donate some tickets too. Probably.
Yeah.
I'll shout out to those guys and they'll get some.
Because Lee love wrestling. He covered wrestling.
Yeah.
So those
guys.
a Lee Carter SummerSlam ticket giveaway kind of thing. You know?
Okay, cool. Those guys loved Lee, man.
Yes, they did. It hit them hard.
Yeah.
So everybody out there, I guess we're gonna end the show. If you're not having fun,
You're not getting none.
damn Skippy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Y'all could have told me about the slogan. I would have
Guy
done
Andy podcast.
Next time you'll have it. As
Thank you.
me and him actually came up with that slogan last year. I'm gonna be his last year at Barbell. I think it was Barbell 2.
You guys go on your
outside.
little
He
rinky
gets put up
dink
on the spot.
bullshit podcast.
Oh, dear
He said,
Lord.
and I had fun, and I just you ain't getting none. And then I said, damn straight, damn Skippy, and he joined it, damn Skippy.
I'm telling you now, meditate, elevate, and dominate.